are live. There we go. Hello, hello, everybody.
Greetings and welcome to another day of me trying not to die.
That happens quite often in these games. It's mostly just a life or death scenario.
Hey, I nearly escaped the last one.
Yeah, nearly. Very clearly. Very closely. There we go. Sorry if it takes us a second to go in. Just kind of a slow day today, and we're just going to be trying to actually get things going. Go. But yes, welcome everybody to D&D. It is Bardic Logs time. It is I, Wolfer as always, and this is Griff or Thermic. I always forget, do you prefer Thermic or Griffin? Just Griff, right?
Griff, fine, yeah.
Yeah, and Griff. We're here just playing some improv Saturday. I'm tired. I wrote a good amount for this just so I didn't have to, I just wrote down my thoughts, basically, so I didn't have to think too much day of. But let's see. Today, our story is going to be Fae themed, and we might have someone else joining us, a little bit in. So, if I might just be doing one of those retroactive, fucking they get teleported in or some BS. But I'll make sure it's somewhat classy. And
They
this is,
just get pulled in. It's the Fae rule, dude. They just get pulled in. They wanted to wish, well, they got their wish.
yeah, we'll figure it out. Either which way. Especially with the Feywild, you're right. It's just so very wild and wacky that they can just it does what it wants. So, tell me this will help get my brain going. Tell us a little bit about your character while I get the stream set up on the proper screen.
Perfect. Well, let's get started. 'Tis I, Griff, or as I am known today, Magni Bronzebeard. You might have heard of me. I am something of a local legend. I am one of the local warriors. I have spoken at many a gala. I've vanquished many a foe. I've got flowing bronze hair, a magnificent beard, and seeing as I'm a barbarian, I'm wearing fur greaves and just displaying the absolute muscle.
Yeah. You're the classic barbarian with leather and abs and muscle being the only thing protecting you from death.
Yeah, it's just furs, leather, and pure hatred of clothing.
The lack of desire to be clothed is very primal. Very primal. No clothing. Nothing keeping me down. No monkey must move.
The only clothing being that he wears a cloak upon his shoulders, flowing royal purple cloak, and he's got a circlet upon his head that helps him to understand languages.
So say one of tongues.
So, it's a circlet of comprehending languages.
Oh, just of comprehending languages, not of tongues. Okay, fair enough. Maybe. I was just curious if it was of comprehending languages or tongues or whatnot. But yes, okay. So a circlet of comprehending languages. All right. So.
And my favorite handful of spells.
Is it your favorite handful of spells?
So the royal purple cloak that I'm wearing is actually a mantle of spell resistance.
Gotcha. In hindsight, it would have been really good to have a character sheet, so I would have known this.
I did ask.
No, I know. Well, I mean, I did ask you beforehand. This is not me, there's anything wrong. I'm just like...
Oh, the whole reason I took the mantle, I was under the impression I'm going into the solo. So I was like, well, I'm going in as a mage slayer, so let me go in as a proper one.
Yeah, no, that's very valid. No, all I'm saying is I would have been great to have had it before this, but that's alright. We'll move on. So, you're going in your carriage, and you are a Barbarian Mage Slayer. You're a right gentleman, of course, though. You're tall. You're wearing your leathery kind of greaves. You got your leather armor over your muscular build, and you're like you're a classic barbarian, but you're still clean, right? You're still clean. You're still
Yeah, very. He's shaved. He doesn't have an ounce of body hair except his beard and his head.
exactly. You work among royalty. You're kind of like a bruiser kind of guy. You don't necessarily you know you're not a low end kind of guy. You're a barbarian, and a lot of people assume barbarians are like low class. You're just an angry dude. Who has a certain way of fighting and a certain like kind of armor you'd rather wear, etc. But you're still of
Yeah,
a certain class.
yeah, he's generally a very helpful person. His personality traits are if someone's in trouble, he's always ready to help. His confidence in his abilities, but can instill others with confidence. The only problem is his ideals is freedom, so yeah, it might send him into a bit of a rage. But he can control it. Most of the time, he's the best neighbor that you can have.
Perfect. So you're in. You are honestly the perfect neighbor to your wizarding companion. Who, while you're not like, oh god, sorry, my brain, early. God, you don't have a wizarding companion yet. You are. I forgot about my notes here. You are escorting a duchess. You're in a carriage escorting a duchess, and the duchess's name is Duchess Willoughby. Duchess Willoughby. You're just escorting Duchess Willoughby in a carriage, and as you're going through the town, you're passing by like the train station. You got several townhouses. You're passing by the general town hall of Teleria. I'm just gonna say Teleria. I can't find the name of this specific random town. Probably just called it a specific random town, or non-specific random town, not specific, a non-specific random town. As you're with Duchess Withersby, she's like, complaining about various things. Like, oh, I can't believe the Lord this, that Lord that, going off about kind of random politics. You're her kind of bodyguard. You've worked with her for a while, kind of on and off whenever you needed a little extra cash. And as you start to kind of feel yourself almost fall asleep at her droning and her gossiping, it's always been an easy ride with her. No one wants to kill Duchess Willoughby, but she's so anxious and full of herself. She thinks she's a hit target. So on average, you don't really ever find anyone other maybe the occasional mugger who's trying to mug a rich person. You don't ever really have to worry about much when you're taking care of the Duchess. And you start to kind of find yourself drifting off a little bit. A little sleepy, a little, what the hell, whatever she's talking about, right? She can just go off about whatever. You start just kind of like resting your eyes a little bit, maybe 5 minutes while you just kind of listen to her talk. And then she stops talking. Your eyes are closed, and you stop hearing Miss Withersby talk. At first, you're like, oh, silence. But then you're like, wait, she never stops talking. You open her eyes. Her eyes. You open your eye. You open her eyes. No. You open your eyes, and you see that, well, you're still in a carriage. You're not in the same carriage. Now, I'm not going to change the background. I don't have this carriage, but a different background. But imagine. Hold on. I thought I had an example here already prepared, but I can just move this, set it up real quick. Hold on. Thought I did. Hold on. I apologize. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why. I just never set it up. There we go. So outside you see more of this kind of sight outside the carriage, which you're now sitting alone in. Miss Withersby is no longer there. You are alone, sitting in this carriage after suddenly drifting off. Outside, you're on a wooden path, with weird amalgamations of trees and twisting branches and all that. Just purple fauna, I believe is the proper term, and flora are sprouted up around stuff that you're not at all familiar with. At all. Like, you're not familiar with this. Doesn't look like normal to you. In fact, you were just in the middle of a town. What the hell is this Withersby? What the hell? What do you do? How are you feeling?
Well, when I wished for a bit of peace and quiet, this is not what I expected. He's gonna take a look around and maybe have a look outside of the carriage. Just what's going on here?
Well, if you're looking out the carriage, so looking around the carriage, kind of in of itself, it's a quick glance as you're like, well, I won't go into too much details. It's a quick glance, you just see that it is a same looking like inside carriage as the one you're just in, but as you peek outside, you do notice a different exterior. As you look out, you see instead of the average brown and similar to like the inside of this, kind of brown, reds, and maybe various grays and silvers and golds, kind of accenting the rich carriage. You then now see a black with gray and stark whites and silver accent marks kind of around the carriage. And up front, you see a driver wearing a long kind of black petticoat. He looks kind of, if you've ever played Darkest Dungeon, a mix of the kind of the watch of the highwayman, but with like more of a butler vibe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So like a butler, imagine a butler, but slightly like rougher clothing. An extra, the petticoat kind of wraps around fully instead of like a tiny one. He's got like, you know, a little scarf around his neck, semi covering his face. You see several kind of weapons lined about him. As you kind of like, I would imagine you, because you can kind of see there's like a little handle there on the top window. You can kind of like push the window out, like let some air in. Imagine you do that, kind of like looking out, trying to like sniff, smell. Maybe you're even like curious to hear, like, is this trickery? Is this just visual? What's happening? And as you kind of hear the of the thing slightly creak open, the driver turns back. Oh, I suggest knocking it out yet, mate. You don't want to get lost. And trust me, at this point, I might be your only way of getting to the place you need to go.
I suppose. Maggie looks at the driver. She's like, "Greetings. Where are we?"
Oh, you don't recognize the place, eh? Alright, a little new to you. A little too colourful, maybe a little vibrant. Notice how everything looks somewhat, you know, somewhat different.
He looks around and like, I noticed. It's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll say you look around, and I will say right out of the of like your right past the tree line that you're kind of going through, you do notice very similar buildings now as to what was before. Okay, so kind of like past these thick brackets, thick kind of just like tree lines. And my vocabulary is very lacking right now. I apologize. As you see, kind of past the twisting branches and the bushes, etc., you see several buildings. In fact, you see another train station. The train station looks kind of warped and different. The train looks colorful and vibrant, and the smoke itself is rainbow, and the smell is of flowers and not smoke and exhaust. It's very strange. Very close to what you might have remembered being near. You ever had a bit of a wild time, It seems like he's kind of like ribbing you on a bit. You ever heard of fairies, mate?
Where is Duchess Willoughby?
Oh, I have no idea who you're speaking of, mate. Oh, I was just told to keep riding until you showed up, and then when you showed up, keep riding until.
In that case, lead on, good sir. Let's see where we're heading. I don't suppose you have a name for whoever it is we're going to see.
Oh, you're gonna see the two lords. In fact, here, look ahead as you come through and you kind of go through a bit of a thicket, pushing the whole carriage, kind of pushing through some branches, etc. And as you come out, you now notice you're on a cliffside suddenly, and looking to your right, you can see a tall set of like not one tower but multiple towers on each side, and a very bustling, almost marketplace on the bottom with flags flopping everywhere. You see no walls, no gates. It looks almost like an open market, like an entire town that's an open market. And let me go get a. Hold on. I wish I was smoother with this. Boop. And you start riding through. You hear various classic marketplace chitter chatter, classic, like people just, oh, buy this, buy that, people, oh, please, can I have a bit of this, beggars, like, can I have a bit of coin, oh, you get, someone trying to sell you flowers, you see someone doing magic on the side, entertaining for, a few, a gold piece or a few silver pieces. You see, let me see, you see fireworks going off above as the fireworks then float down and become light, not living light, but like just light that stays there almost, and then no more fireworks go off as the light, as they call it permanent dusk, brings in dark shadow. These lights kind of illuminate them, and you see the entire place looks, instead of dull, I guess is the right term, it looks vibrant. It's whatever little shadows could be there, even the light itself kind of lights up. Everything has some kind of color. Everyone is almost looking like a silly gesture with their some of their clothing. Even the people who aren't performers, people just walking by, wearing very colorful hats and garb, dresses, pants. They wear fluffy pants that are kind of MC Escher-esque kind of pants, very airy, parachute pants is what they're called. And you see people looking very vibrant and jolly as you ride through. Oh yeah! As you're pulling up, the guard's like, your guard, I guess, or your carriage driver's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be meeting the Fey Lords of this town. See, good old folks and Fazelwyn. That's the best, I'll tell you. A little, heads up on who you're gonna see. Be nice to them. Don't be rude. They called you into this place to help them. And they can pay very, very, very well.
Magni just looks down at himself and looks back at the driver like, overall, I am doing pretty well, but look at me. Does it look like I need a lot?
Yeah, he kind of looks up and down, takes a hearty glance at you.
While he's looking him up and down. You say there's people that need my assistance? He gets a big old smile on his jolly face. I'm always willing to help. Lead on, sir. Let me meet the lords of the town.
Perfect. As you go up to one large tower, let's just say it's this tower right here. You go up to the bottom of it and you see a large set of stalls, a large section of the stalls cut out, and a little entranceway into the tower, kind of underground, with a nice, I would say, almost clay-looking kind of entryway. And as you go down, I would say people left and right side have like various colorful chalks and leathers and linens that they you've ever been to Mardi Gras? You know how like people like toss beads at you? I guess never been, but Mardi Gras, where like that whole idea is that like you get beads tossed at you, you're kind of going through, you're kind of partying. It's kind of like that constantly here, where even though you're not asking for it, these people try to like put linen on your carriage and make it look extra nice. And someone puts throws some chalk on it and kind of almost like that dusty paint that some people might get for like special type of like art and stuff. They blow it out and it whoosh gets like stains part of your carriage kind of purple, and the other one does pink. And as you enter, the driver is like, "Oh, get off! Yeah, whatever." You hear a click, 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 and he smacks something against the stony walls as you enter the tunnel. And you hear as something rises, closes behind you. And as you go...
We usually get... I asked the driver, what does he usually get paid for transporting?
Paid? Not everyone gets paid here, friend. Some people, well... I guess in the traditional gold manner. Yeah, exactly, gold manner. I would...
In pieces of... I give him 10 pieces of gold.
He,
Thank you.
He takes it, kind of just chuckles to himself. Thanks, I guess. And as you enter the kind of, tower castle. Hello, Pickle.
I see a dragon.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. I hope you're ready for some D&D.
I didn't want to interrupt, so I was like, I'm just gonna hang out until like if there's a good break in the thing.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. I appreciate it. While I bring up... Oh, excuse me, I need a drink of water. While I bring up...
Sup?
Hmm?
No, greeting, Pickle. Sup?
Oh, yeah.
So, sorry it took me an eternity to get here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just being cheeky.
You're good. You're good. We're just starting here. We just introduced... No, sorry, was that Darren? I didn't want to talk over you.
No, I was giving Pickle to her. I told her she's taking so long to get here that I finished my first year of law school, essentially.
Oh, yes. Already he's got his first... His degree's almost done, basically.
Great roast, 10 out of 10. Also, shut the fuck up.
Also, I'm getting 90s. What did you get, Pickle?
Okay,
What, in law school?
Let's keep on topic, please. Let's not get distracted. I know we like to be from. We're in the middle of a stream right now.
Yeah.
Let's go focus.
Yeah.
So
we'll do banter after.
Banter later. If she's late, we'll talk about it afterwards. So, as you enter the castle, you find a nice large foyer as you go through the halls. Pickle, I will send you the link to join right now. And feel free, Pickle, to describe your character standing there already, confused, but pulled from some royal, whether it be some royal ball, whether it be some, like, he was just pulled from active guard duty with the Duchess, whether it be some kind of reason. You're pulled from something by these Fey lords into their court. You were also brought in via carriage, much like Darren. You did not have as snarky as a guard. Your highway driver man was more quiet and to himself. Didn't give you quite as much info. Kind of just tossed you in here, so you're a bit more confused than Darren. But you're standing just about mid throne room here, waiting for anyone to really even address you yet.
Sick. Awesome. This makes me so happy because and just to double check, like, I know we talked about this before. This is 8th level D&D 5e, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect, because I'm bringing back one of my favorite fucking boys because I love him to death. Draco Brandlight, the fire champion fighter genasi. All right, and so he is just gonna be fucking standing there in the middle of the throne room, and the fact that he hasn't been addressed yet formally by any of like the guard, like other than like his carriage driver and it's like, that's not something that would deter a gentleman such as Sir Draco Brandlight. All right,
he would wait patiently.
To just walk. Well, so I like to. If this is me reaching, tell me and I will fuck off. But I like to imagine, right, that with this being a throne room, right, and so there are of course like guards that are posted at various stations throughout the throne room just to make sure that there's nothing that goes amok or amiss, right? Draco would approach them, not giving a shit that they're clearly not supposed to be engaging in any kind of conversation, right? So he has a captive audience, right?
Yes.
And so he would be like approaching them and regaling them with like some of his like adventurer stories.
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
And so he'd be like talking. So he'd be like talking with one of them, back turned to the opening where Griff's character's walking through, right?
Honestly,
and be like, and so as I was saying,
do you know those like British kind of like Queen's Guard that's like outside the palace that they're never allowed to react to anything?
that's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah,
Yep,
basically,
yep.
imagine that, which is a guard in all black and white armor, kind of almost marbled looking. Very nice full plate armor. More expensive than most kind of guards or like armor that you have ever even seen, even your own. Frankly,
Yes.
it pales in comparison to just the pure shininess of this man's armor. He could not give a single fuck about you. Straight looking forward, you're talking to him, but if you had to take a moment to be honest with yourself, you wouldn't be sure if he was really acknowledging your existence or even knowing that what you're saying. He might not even be listening, for all you know. Not that you care as Draco, but you know.
No.
But as far as like anyone is aware, he could not answer any questions about what you're saying. If you gave him a quiz about the last 5 minutes, he has no idea what the hell you said.
Oh, fantastic! And I'm literally gonna, just for my own personal like giggles, I'm gonna roll like an insight to see like if I can pick up on like that he is not at all feeling it. And I got a 9. And so,
No.
I feel like yeah. I feel like Draco is just like not even remotely aware of like the disdain that he's probably garnering right now from this guard. He just is like, yes, and so once I was done frolicking about this part of the Fey realm, and I managed to help kill that rather frightful creature that was some sort of corrupted dragon.
At that point, I have to imagine that a little too loudly, the door slams open from Magni entering. And the only time you've seen the guards move...
Actively jumps.
Yeah, I say, the only time you've seen the guards actively move was their heads tilt towards the door, the two guards on either side tilting towards each other, like looking at each other, and then tilting right back towards, right back to position, not carrying anymore. They've, as far as they know, they've acknowledged the situation. They looked over. They don't need to do anymore.
Right.
All right, mate. Yeah, right behind him, your little carriage driver. All right, mate. Kind of slaps you on the back and as he's closing the door behind you. Play nicely. And slams the door behind you. As you enter, at the same time, falling from the skylight, a wizard. Well, I guess calling her a wizard preemptively is a bit preemptive of me, but she is, by all means, when you look at her, a wizard. She does not appear not wizardly. A elven woman falls from the sky. And lands quite firmly in front of you, between both Draco and Magni. Magni, I imagine you're walking in, you're about to even address Draco, like, oh, are you also... Bam! Slams directly in front of you. She is probably injured.
Yeah, Magni will get on over, like, help her up. Like, anything I can do for you? He starts pulling out a band-aid. Like, I can put this on.
No, I'm okay. Oh God. Where am I? I was just in. I was just
to find that out.
Oh, he's looking towards you and Draco, seeing that you're more the, I guess you could say, adventurer type, more so than like, you know, these guards or anyone else kind of around here. And clearly, you two have some manner of, I don't want to say necessarily esteem. As you do notice that she looks over at you, barbarian, and she kind of gives a glance, not a nose down, but just kind of a second take of like, okay, this is who I'm surrounded by. All right. And she kind of like takes her hand, stands herself up. I guess I'll just be with you too. Hello. My name is Dilrup. You may call me Dilrup. Dilrup.
Hi, Dilbert. I'm
It's a
Meg.
pleasure to meet you, Dillweed. Now tell me, do you happen to know what it is we've been summoned here for? I haven't the faintest, I'm afraid. I've been caught rather off guard for once in my life, and I'm frankly not sure what to make of this whole situation. So if you would, Dillweed, just help us fill in the gaps of whatever the situation might be.
Her brow, of course, furrows at Dillweed. Dilrep, you probably haven't...
Dementa.
You know
Dementia?
what? Just call me D, okay?
Delightful. D, the delightful. Charmed.
Fuck. Okay. Yes, charmed. As she shakes your hand, she is a bit stronger than you may have initially guessed for someone who's maybe a bit wizardy. You actually feel a bit of not give, like she doesn't dent your freaking gauntlets or anything, but like when someone with strength grabs your gauntlet versus someone without strength, you can kind of feel the armor itself squeeze your hand a little bit more. You feel that squeeze of someone who can actually affect the metal and like squeezes a little bit tighter, which might take you back a little bit, but
Draco,
yes.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
he's delightfully taken aback, but he does the opposite of what other people might do, where they try to like draw their hand back. He kind of like instead, almost like wraps his fingers a bit more tightly around her hand, and he kind of is like, "Oh my, you've the look of a certain steel about you, my friend. Oh, this is quite exquisite. Aha!"
Yeah, thank you. I guess. She looks very nervous.
And holds his hand out to greet her as well.
Yeah, she shakes your hand as well. She shakes your hand as well.
Oh,
and
sorry. Who are you? Are you not part of the staff here, sir? You seem. Are you not part of the king of kings? God.
Maggie gives a little laugh. No, my dear adventurer. Seems like your driver may not have told you, but apparently we're not where we were anymore. I'm looking for...
Well, yes, that is how travel tends to work. You tend to go from one place to another. And that makes it so that you are no longer in the place you once were. I too have found that to be a confusing concept over the years.
Be quiet.
I cannot agree more. That is technically what travel is. Speaks up a voice from behind you. A tall
I am going
figure.
to Draco into quietness.
You know what?
Glare at Draco into silence.
Ah. Yes. You
Only
glare.
to assume Draco knows the meaning of the word silence.
You glare, knowing that maybe or maybe not they even get your intent. But you
do another insight.
If you like, you can, but I think
got a natural one.
everyone is very annoyed by you. You have no idea, Draco.
Draco thinks that this is delightfully engaging company for once.
Absolutely.
Better than the normal bar friends makes.
So standing about you are two tall, dark figures. One a man and one a woman. The man has spoken up already, and is they're both out around the throne over up. Like now that you're looking, you notice they entered without you guys realizing because the discussion and talking, along with another fellow down, kind of not flanking you, but kind of to your side. This one with a more of a magical demeanor. They all have magic about them. But this one more of a staff position, while these two look more like royalty, if that makes sense. The man continues to speak. I assume you're all wondering, and then a woman finishes, why you're all here. We are the lords of... Oh, did I actually write a name for this place? Yeah, we are the two lesser lords of Foxra. We're the two lesser lords of Foxra. I, Phaserwin, and I, Folks. We are, yes, two of many siblings of the Froster family. We are, and then they kind of go back and forth. So if my voice isn't telling it very well, they kind of continue speaking off of each other. Now it's back to her. Yes.
Yeah, that translates.
Viper said
Yeah.
you need some assistance. How may we help?
Look at you, interrupting them. The man over here speaks. The lordship shall speak, and you shall listen. Please. As he stares at you for a second.
Crying.
He stares at you for a second as the Falx waves him down, kind of like, you know, down boy, it's fine. He's not doing anything wrong. That kind of like, you know, they seem a little bit more chill than he is the kind of, hopefully the vibe are gonna get off a little bit. But, yes, he comes to you speaking. We, summon you, this sister speaks up. Both of you, 3 of you, he finishes. All needed for a special task that our eldest sibling is going to need some help with. Basically, we're fearful one of his many staff members may be trying to kill him. And while I definitely would abhor our sibling dying, and, you know, while I simply abhor our sibling dying, we cannot just simply walk into his place and kill all his staff members and say, get some new ones. That would just be simply inappropriate of us. And we cannot simply just demand him to fire his staff himself, as that would also be very inappropriate of us. Our worries do not translate to power or pool, as you may assume. Yes, lords, please get to the point. I'm sure these people are anxious. Says the... Oh god, I actually messed up my voice. That was supposed to be the sister. Please get to the point, I think, brother. Yes, of course, sister. Well, as my fellow lordship here says, or what is saying, I shall get to the point, is we need you 3 to go and investigate. Our brother is aware that we'd be sending somebody. He's just not aware of whom, as we didn't want him to choose who is going to investigate. Yes, we didn't want him to choose who, as we wanted to choose, as we wanted to make sure that it would be without bias who would go in and make sure that he is safe. Yes, we decided that we'd pay high top dollar to whatever semi-royal adventurers could come and help and assist us in making sure our sibling is safe. Yes, we'd like him safe. We offer each of you a nice tidy sum of 10,000 gold pieces each per adventurer, let alone a small plot of land in the Feywild, off in the fair distance, away from too close to us, of course, but off, it's still in our realm, in our territory, that if you ever stumble in, you'd have a nice cabin at. Maybe we might even be kind enough to, once it's all finished, send a letter to let you know where it is. But either way, at the very least, 10,000 gold, a plot of land that you can find, and let's say a nice item from our vault. What do you say, brother? Really fancy up the dish. Yes, sister, I think a nice item as they stomp their feet, and the floor beneath you, if you're standing on here. I assume Magni and Dilrup were standing near it, while Draco is to the side, kind of, you know, essentially essentially talking to the guard to the side. You guys can look down, and you see a vault of gold, and this part right here physically moves. You see gold and items. You see a rod of lordship, something you've only seen the king himself of your current lands wield. You see various items that you've even seen people in your world wield. A grand adventurer by the name of Kuna from the Adventurers Guild is known to wear this Hellfire armor. A Goliath that wears this Hellfire armor that, if you guys ever know Guts from Berserk, something very similar to that kind of keeps him going, is a Berserker Rage armor. You see it down there. So stuff, various different kinds of armors that you would know of, or weapons, like magical items. You even see, for God's sake, I would say both of you are vaguely aware of the Lich Vecna, And as like I know in real life you guys know
Yeah.
who the hell Vecna is, but in game you're vaguely aware at the least of who Vecna is. You see his eye and his hand,
Yeah.
separate but both on the pile. One constantly crawling towards the other and then falling Sisyphus down the hoard of gold. As you see a mechanical birds pick up the eye and randomly fly it around. You see various different trinkets and doodads as the vault closes back up. Yes, one item of your choice from the vault, excluding artifacts, of course. Those are personal treasures, yes. So, what do you say? You guys like the info? Yes, will you accept our deal?
Draco is salivating, and so he's going to very abruptly like wipe his drool off on his sleeve, and kind of straighten up, and then he's going to very militaristic go do like a little soldier like hand slap to the side in his at attention position. He's going to turn and face both of them, give a little bow, and he's going to then stand up straight and say, "I humbly request that rather than land, as I am something of a nomad, I be granted 2 items, and I have 2 in particular in my sights that I believe will be most gracious payment for this service."
Well, I'm very curious to see what they are when you get back. But for now, ponder it, think it, call dibs if you must. But I think we most certainly can give you 2 items, if need be.
He starts doing like a little fist pump to himself, and then he like remembers like, oh, decorum, you're in front of like nobility and the royalty clearly. So he does like a little half fist bump, and he kind of starts to like mid cheer. So he starts being like, yeah! yes, I believe that would be most appropriate. How gracious of you.
Yes, I definitely wasn't so pumped I just won the lottery. Oh no, absolutely not like that. I get you. And Magni, how about you? I'll say Dilber up yours. I mean, I'm already here.
Draco's. Oh god, sorry.
I don't need the land either, and honestly, I don't need the gold. I'm definitely willing to help out. I'll take a couple of items, maybe 2 or 3. I've got a couple in mind.
When you say you don't want the gold, both lords do look noticeably shocked. They in their eyes, there are 3 things that a mortal needs: food, sleep, and gold. Right? And even then, sleep can be forlorn for power at times, and food can be forlorn for adventure or courageousness. But there's less. But overall, they tend to only need a few things, including gold. And seeing you outright just deny gold on top of a magic item, well, they both can acknowledge the necessities of items and the usefulness of it. You can tell they're both rather shocked still.
He gives a little chuckle, like, I've reached just about the peak of what I can do as a person in most things. I've got a couple of items in mind that I'd take. That's fine with you. As a gesture of my faith, you can keep that 10,000 gold you would have given me and whatever the worth of the land was and split it amongst yourselves. I'll just take the items.
Alright, that's fine with me, I suppose. It's whatever people would rather. At the end of the day, anything, I guess, if you need extra items, we can just equivocate anything to 10,000 gold. It's not too bad. Isn't that right, sister? Yes, brother. These mortals, while strange and eerie at times, give me hope that they'll find out what's going to happen. Please. They wave to the man with the antlers, and he walks over and hands you both documents, essentially a kind of general repertoire of what's going to happen, or like an expectation, essentially, and a breakdown of basically just the whole quest essentially just broken down in a scroll essentially. If you read that, didn't mean to
Oh,
get the
Cliff
carriage
Notes,
going.
my favorites.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you. It was written by Cliff. Cliff, good job. And Cliff, a man with one hand, waves. Thank you.
Ah, most excellent. I have seen some of your scraps have trickled down into the material plane, as it were.
Oh, yes. I write for the kings. They shut up now, Cliff. Oh, sorry.
Yes, you are a servant. You will speak when spoken to. Haha.
Yes, with that, he ducks back into the hallway. Okay,
Oh
hold
my
on.
god, that's awesome.
Maybe not carriage time. I was about to do carriage time, but no, still gala time. Hold on. the Lord claps at you, Falx. He seems very entertained by that notion. You know what? I'll talk to you for a moment more than just dismissing you. I like you, Few. And the sister looking rather perplexed, as if the situation was to just hand you guys the papers. This also catches her off guard. And also the man with the horns. He kind of steps back, keeping distance from the Falx himself. He walks up and approaches you guys around the center. I don't really have your guys' stuff, so I'll just put Dilrup here for now. To kind of represent where-ish you guys will be. Yes, so the general idea is that there's about 4-ish folk we assume may be attempting to harm our eldest brother, Quetzal Froster. Yes, I know, it doesn't start with an F, but that was before our parents decided they want to do a naming theme, like for Falx and Phaserwin, but, you know, he's the special child, always has been. As he gets a little too close, and you feel the sense of, power that drifts off of him. You feel, whether or not you mean to, a bit of fear creep up your back, as darkness, kind of a shadow, feels like it wraps around your ankles, all of you, as he kind of walks by.
Mm-hmm.
He's, a man of, you might say, tall stature, my brother. A rather giant of a man when it comes to his prowess and capabilities. He is knowledgeable all around, capable, but with this I fear breeds a certain ignorance. He truly does not think anyone of his own people could hurt him. He trusts them. Could you imagine just trusting your staff and not always having your second, third, and fourth plan ready to protect you? He actually trusts them, cares for his staff even. How deplorable. With this, though, there are, like I said, 4 people that we assume to be the possible issues. One, a chef, a Yanti French chef, who tends to go around cooking with exotic ingredients, let's say. I worry for what the exoticness could do. He's been there a while, but who knows what could make someone turn? Maybe he gets paid off, who knows? The other one would be a changeling tailor. They constantly shift their body and, you know, to help kind of find the proper height to the tailor, or enough arms in order to hold all the things. They're constantly just a shifty person. They don't talk much, but the Falx looks kind of left and right. I'll be honest, I just personally don't trust changelings, but my sister has more reason. She's actually interrogated these people, but I personally just don't trust changelings. Next, the courtroom jester, a tabaxi of eccentricity, and I will admit, whenever I attend his court, he is actually funny and capable, with a dark sense of humor, but at the end of the day, eccentric of all. And finally, the guard captain, a new blood, a new hire to the staff. He's from an Artificer family, a guild far off in the material realm, hired personally by our brother. But maybe his resume, while flowing to the floor, might just be a ploy to get close to him. Who knows? Please, venture through the swamps de Comienzo Lento and the fields of blackberry tulips, and through the forest of Elric. a short, maybe a few hour trip. Hurry to our brother and make sure he is safe. Please. As he holds his hands out, you now notice 3 hands. He didn't have 3 arms, but there's now 3 hands, one for each of you, extended out for a handshake.
Yeah, what the hell? And we'll be on our way.
Draco is just going to he's okay, here's what I'm wanting to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So while Draco is kind of a himbo, and I love him for that, all right? He's also very, very wary of making anything that is resembling of a deal, right? Because he has this soldier background.
Mm-hmm.
He literally served in like his nation's armed forces and stuff. And part of that was he got swept up in some recruiting tactics that he didn't realize were in fact recruitment for the current ongoing war that was at play.
Mm-hmm.
Until he was on the front line.
That's funny as hell.
And even though he yeah. So even though he served, and he served very well, like he did very well for himself, once that time was up, he now has this like chip on his shoulder for anything that's resembling of a similar, like, you're not going to know the full terms and conditions until you're in the thick of it and you can't get out of it, right? So he wants to try to like play this off as like I don't know any better. I'm just some silly peasant boy soldier. Forgive my manners. But he's gonna try to just like bow and kind of like make it seem like he doesn't understand what the guy's trying to do with this handshake, right?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna try to like play it off as like a, yes, my liege, and like give like a little like bow without even remotely moving his hand to like go take this dude's.
Yeah, I see that reads off pretty well. He's definitely just kind of like, all right, whatever. The hand itself transforms into a small figure that bows back to you as he uses his 2 actual hands to shake Dilrup and Magni. Do you shake his hand, right?
Yeah, Magni shook his hand.
Yeah, so his 2 normal kind of like material hands will shake your guys' hands. Well, the kind of, I guess you could say, mage hand of sorts was transforms into a person and bows back towards you. With that,
he literally like is infatuated with this. He's like, that is such a cool party trick. I would implore you, sir, to show me that once I return successfully.
As he turns over to you, he gives a wink, and with that, all 3 of you are engulfed in shadow, and suddenly find yourself back in the carriage. And the same driver from before. Oh, is that who I think it is, back in my carriage again?
I was wondering if I was gonna see you again. How are you doing now?
You know, not that great, I'm gonna be honest. I got pissed on by a dog.
It could be worse. You could have had your mouth open.
Fuck you.
That's fucking stupid.
He after he just drops that hard fuck you, he just like turns back around and you see just facing. He was gonna make conversation, but now he doesn't feel like it. you guys travel now in silence, not silence from the complete silence, but silence from that guy as you guys leave the town back into the woods again, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Dilrup looks like she's kind of panicking, looking outside, looking around, not really sure what to make of the situation. As you guys have essentially the next 2 hours to be kind of just like, what the hell's happened? What's going on? And kind of just talk amongst each other for a second.
Yeah, Draco's gonna be talking. It's just a matter of how much you guys let him flap his gums.
Well, I suppose.
So he's gonna look at do it. Oh, sorry.
I suppose if unless you guys have anything specific you want to discuss or questions to go with each other, Dilrup has like 1 or 2 things she can bring up, but I'll let you go first, and then I'll get to her afterwards.
Draco's is just gonna be pure fucking banter. He's just like, he's literally just gonna like start flapping his gums until someone is like, "Hey, maybe we should talk about this," and then he'll be like, "Oh, right." But so, literally, he just starts being like, "Yes, and so as I was telling the guards back in the castle, this isn't the first time I've been to the Feywild, if you can believe that. I tend to get around quite a good bit, and actually, the last time I was here, there was something to do with some sort of corrupted dragon or the like. I came in and I found this scaly fellow,
Dilrup
big
slaps
brute of a man.
her hand
who was
on
just
your like leg, not in like a flirty manner, but in like a shut the fuck up for a second kind of manner.
Yeah.
Maggie himself just pushes his gigantic hand over Draco's mouth, like, no, follow the instructions of the driver. Let's have a nice, quiet.
Yeah. Draco visibly blushes. His like cheeks like become incredibly dark and molten like with like heat and lava as he like is just finding himself pressed up in this carriage by two different people. And he tries to like gently pry himself away from like Magni's hand and be like, perhaps we should get to know what each other first. I'm flattered, really, but this is a bit forward even for me. And both at the same time, I'm not familiar with the customs of this area.
Not any hesitation. The moment you even like
Yes.
bring up that kind of topic, Dilrup removes her hand from your leg immediately. Oh, excuse me. Dilrup, yeah, removes her hand immediately with kind of a like a ugh, okay, ick kind of moment. And Magni, I assume you give a oh god, he keeps talking kind of moment. Magni?
Yeah, Maggie just sort of, once Draco starts talking again, he's just gonna smush his hand to his mouth and be like, let's all take a second.
Let's all play quiet time.
Let's play the quiet game. I know you haven't played it before, Draco, so let's try.
Let's see if you can learn a game for once.
He immediately is like, "Oh, all right. Well, that sounds like good fun. Haha. So, what are the rules exactly? Is there a point system? Is
You
it,
shut the fuck up and you don't
like,
talk, is what Dilrup says.
He takes out his alchemist supplies, like, I'm gonna make a foam to ensure it stays shut.
You're gonna make a what? Sorry, I got cut off a little bit.
Are you getting ready to muzzle Draco?
Yeah, he's just got his. Maggie takes out his alchemist supplies. He starts making like a foam goop.
Oh, a
Almost like
foam. Oh, I see. I see. Kind of like in Big Hero 6, Honey Lemon with her like goop. You kind of just fucking real quick smear across his mouth. And yeah, over your helmets, all the holes. Look, you're not gonna suffocate because you got plenty of like other air ducts. Basically, the front half of your helmet gets temporarily just covered. Draco, and if you have no helmet because you show off your face gets covered and you become muffled as you just have two holes for like breathing, like through your nose. He kind of pokes in real quick, and Dilrup does you the kindness of wiping it from your eyes, but you now have just schmuck all over your face. And
I feel like his blush would get even darker because he's just getting manhandled here, right? And he's just like genuinely taken aback by it. But so he is just gonna kind of like, there's like a little, I like to imagine like a little bit of smoke like kind of evaporating from like where the foam is starting to like cook through against the heat of his cheeks, the literal heat of his cheeks. And so he's just gonna kind of like make brief eye contact with Maddie before looking back at the floor of the carriage, and then just give like a kind of thumbs up.
just that awkward, like, okay, I'll be quiet now.
Yeah. He's got his like long sword to the side. He kind of takes out like some like some cleaning stuff, like a wet stone and like
yeah,
a
he starts
cloth,
just taking
and
care
kind
of
like
it.
brushing up his gear. Yeah.
I get you. So as you guys are riding on the carriage, oh, thank you, Darren. You guys are riding along the carriage, or is that? Well, hold on, is that which character is that?
Oh, that's me. I made a little quick character sheet.
Perfect. Okay, never mind. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just got my like stats and stuff, but it doesn't have like my weapons or armor or anything, unfortunately.
yeah, no, I was like, I noticed the fiery
Nope.
hair. I'm like, that's not Magni. That's a certain fire genasi. So yes, so you guys are riding. I'm just gonna do this as the carriage. I don't have like a carriage thing, so what I'm gonna do is, because I can, I will freehand here, freehand draw if it would let me just draw, a little carriage. There we go. There we go. You got a little carriage and little horsies out here. So as you guys are riding along the roadside, and at a certain point, you know, Magni or Dilrup, what if you guys kind of just like swap sides? And you guys, one is on one side, the other two on the other side. I imagine Draco like awkwardly kind of. No, honestly, Dilrup goes to the other side, trying to avoid Draco, just kind of being annoyed by you at this point. Draco, I imagine you kind of sit like a window seat awkwardly, like, oh god, that really didn't go well. That kind of this awkward shy moment. Magni just kind of vibing, maybe with the window down, air on your face. Dilrup is just kind of like, maybe also window down, but more just like in thought. You can tell she's thinking about a lot. And as she's looking out, she goes, hey, there's something coming. And let me do chase music. Hopefully there's something that comes up quick. Yeah, this works. Chase music. I hope it sounds okay, dokie on stream. Not too loud, not too quiet. Let me really quick. Here, Dare, Pickle, say something to each other. Like, I don't know. She looks shocked while I check the sound. Dilrup looks shocked. She goes, wait, what is that?
Keeping Draco's mouth closed. I'm just talking to Hildy. Like, have you ever had this problem? I've never. And he looks. I've heard a lot of people speak. I've never heard somebody keep fucking talking.
No, seriously, wait, hold on. You two, you got to look outside. And do you guys turn your heads?
Yeah.
I think Draco would like kind of begrudgingly, just because he doesn't have anything else to do. He's been physically silenced, the little boy.
You look out, and you guys would see a pack of creatures that resemble hounds, dogs almost. However, they are broken open, headless, with flowers coming out of them. Let me put this here. There we go. A whole horde, a pack of them. Bum rushing at you, at the carriage along the path here. As they do, the what's it called? Carriage driver, the highwayman. Alright, buckle up, everybody. We got some company. And we're gonna do, instead of initiative, kind of a flowing action, as it's gonna be less of an actual combat and more of, and this is more me bracing you guys, less of an actual combat, more of a scenario. So you guys are going down, and I can't move this because it's a drawing, so I'll just have to do this. You guys are moving down this way at about, let's say the carriage goes, let's say 60 feet per turn. So you need 2 turns to get off this map, and I have 1 more map for you to get through. So you got 2 turns to get through this map. You got, let's say, for accuracy's sake, I'll put the amount on there. About 5 of these hounds, kind of just chasing. As the carriage driver is like, oh, I was hoping for something fun to happen today. As you hear a crossbow, fing, foosh. As you see, I would say Draco and Dilrup would see a crossbow bolt fly and hit one of them, not killing it, but staggering it a little bit as it falters from the pack, as the pack starts following behind you guys. You guys are immediately going to hit about 30 feet. What would you like to do, Draco? The windows are able to be lowered and brought up and down as needed.
Okay. So I'm 90% sure I'm not supposed to have this, but it's on my D&D Beyond character sheet, so it's it's probably been a minute since I tinkered with it. It says I have a gun. I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, not for
So,
this campaign. No guns from anyone.
No. Exactly. Yeah, I was like, I have a fucking gun. All right. So I think what he's gonna do instead, what's the brush around like where the these little doggy doos are? Is it like very like dry, very like easy to catch flame?
I would say maybe not the driest, but
flame?
you think you could try to flame it up.
Okay, so what I think Draco wants to kind of do is he has produced flame as a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
And so I think he just wants to like kind of diet firebolt it, where it's like he's trying to produce a flame in his hand, but then blow it in such a way, like such a spread, that it like creates this little like brackish burning wall of fire to try to distract the dogs from the oncoming on the carriage, like give them more room to get away, basically.
Yeah. Essentially, you're gonna try to strike along a path to make it all set ablaze. I get you. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I would say you do that, and go ahead and roll me give me an attack roll for how accurate you are, and I'll see how well you hit stuff properly, or maybe it flicks off a rock or something like that. You know, we'll see how much of this you get done.
Let's see. And I'm happy to have, like I said, I have like bare minimum stats in like the Roll20 campaign, but I'm happy to share your like my fucking D&D sheet if you're like honesty policy or whatever.
You're all good.
But I have a 12 plus 7, so 19 to do it.
Easy. You're just along the ground up into the bush. Whoosh, the firebolt kind of bounces, sitting a flame. I will not address them until it is their turn. Magni, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna hold my action for when they get closer, but I am gonna take out my javelin, and when they get a bit close, I'm either gonna throw it at them or stab them with it.
All right, and then Lana, our Delrip here, will. She'll just do a ray of frost at them, just yeeting a cold spell at their general direction, freezing up one of them. Let me roll for her. If she even hits. Yeah. She misses, actually. Your fire kind of like makes it hard to see them as smoke starts kind of billowing out from the ground. And so she strikes, and you see she kind of freezes just a nearby like tree. It kind of just freezes up. As it's their turn, many of them stop as they're like look at the fire, and one of them bum rushes past, and as it's about to jump up towards the driver, Magni, go to give me your attack of opportunity.
Terrible.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Attack of opportunity? Yeah, no, that's the weapon I had in my hand.
Let me double check, but I think where's my name? Oh yeah, no, the armor class is a bit high for that. Yeah. No, you go to stab at them mid-air, and you're gonna use your dancing greatsword?
No, I'm just putting it in because I know that's a weird thing, and I know I'm gonna end up using it.
Okay, cool. Here, I'm gonna mute this site because it keeps making that pinging sound. I'm just gonna mute Roll20 because it's not like I have any audio coming from it. There we go. Okay, so you swipe midair trying to catch it, and it just almost like steps onto your javelin and grabs at the driver himself. The driver is being mauled on the front. You guys are now 60 feet over here. The rest of them are falling behind. A singular one is mauling the driver. I will say, because you're looking back, Draco, you do notice a figure step out, clothed in all like clothing, behind them for just a quick second, and then ducks into the bush, not to be seen. Hold on. Gotta
Okay,
turn it down here
okay.
in order to do this. No, wrong thing. Oh God. Why? Hold on, I could fix this layer. Map layer. Get fucked.
It's good. Yeah.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Alright, but yes, you and Dilrup notice that. As Magni, you're kind of up front, swiping more towards the creature. What would you guys like to do? Just because Magni, you're closest, I'll say you can go first. Especially because you held your action. I'll say you go first, you're right there. You've seen the driver getting mauled. It's like, oh, help man, come on! Help me! Don't just leave me!
Mauling the driver. I'm stabbing at it.
You're gonna stab at it. All right. Go ahead and give me a. You wanna try stab at? You're just gonna stab through the window to stab at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stab at it with the javelin.
All right. Fair enough.
Should I roll twice since I have 2 attacks?
Yep. Go ahead.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Neither of them hit. As you're trying to connect, you can't get your big fuck off muscles through the window, and you're just like, if you ever seen that Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated movie where there's like Buff Shaggy, you kind of get that moment where you're like, come on, man, damn it, as you're like your giant biceps just can't get through it, you know?
But then if I had used my greatsword, look at that fucking roll.
I'm just saying, spicy. 27, my god. Oh yeah, that would have hurt. But no. You're seeing like, god damn it, as you basically end up, I would say, breaking the window open. So next turn it should hopefully be a bit easier for you, but you break the window open.
Next turn I'm breaking the fucking door off.
Alright, then Draco, it is your turn. You do see him
Griff's already had enough.
basically punch out the window, trying to help the driver, who now, your carriage, while still going at 60 miles per hour, is kind of weaving back and forth a little bit.
Shit. Okay, fuck. Do I want to try to, like, perceive ahead and see if there's any more ambushes, or do I want to see if I can, like, either easily knock off the dog or even take control of the reins if needed?
If that's a question to yourself, I won't comment. If it's a question to Dilrup, I can definitely comment.
I am happy. Yeah. You know what? I'm like articulating my thought process kind of thing, but I think in this case, Draco
Would say it
he
out
would be
loud.
kind of like mumbling to, like, you can. Yeah. Well, so you can see like there's like a gradual. It's not quite fully realized yet, but there's like a shift in his demeanor as he's going from, like, you know, suave adventurer, smarmy individual mode
So like shit's
into
happening.
he is a soldier.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a soldier. He gets shit done. He is a fighter. It is time to fucking go. So he's trying to decide what the best strategy here might be.
I like to imagine you
Because
rip
there's
off.
the immediate threat of the carriage driver, but there's like a potential threat.
I like to imagine that without even like realizing it now, because you really are strong at the end of the day. You rip off the foam from your mouth, no longer gentlemanly, letting it happen, being like, okay, I no longer am I in trouble. Time for me to redeem myself. And you,
It kind of waxes his 5 o'clock shadow.
a little bit. You do have a nice clean shin again, as Delrep is kind of like, assist him, please. I'll try and go the other side and take a look out. As she goes, you see she's trying to open the other side of the carriage door on this side.
He's gonna be like, don't waste your time. Simply scout ahead and make sure that there's nothing else that's just hiding in the bushes. Shout if there is. And so he's going to go up to the, I think what he's gonna try to do is, yeah. Well, so I think what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to go up to the driver, right, where he's getting attacked by the dog.
Yeah.
And I think instead of taking the chance that he could swing his sword and miss and even potentially hit the carriage driver or like spook, make him lose the reins or something, I think he's literally going to try to grapple the dog.
Like
so
grab
that
it, like pull its tail off.
And not the carriage driver.
Or not pull its tail off,
Yeah, he's
like
gonna
pull by
basically
the
try
tail.
to like make it like. Yeah, he's gonna try to literally like rip it off of him and then just make sure that he's the one dealing with the fucking damage and stuff, so that way the carriage driver can literally just focus and drive.
Alright, as you go forward, you kind of push Delrip out of the way. She's like right here by the door, and you push her, oh, I can move this? What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, we seem to be flying above the ground now.
Oh god. You kind of push her slightly out of the way back towards the door itself, while you get on the other window that Magni would be on. So Magni's on this side, you're on that side, and then you're
Sorry.
both. Yeah, you're good. You're both kind of like breaking out the windows essentially at this point, trying to help the driver. And the driver,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get go ahead and give me just a general strength check, as you're gonna go ahead and just try to pull it off. And then I will see how it
Alright.
reacts afterwards.
All right, come on, big money, baby. Hey. Oh, I don't know why I auto toggled advantage. All right. Yeah. So that's 17.
Yeah, you know what? I would say you pull it off the driver. Driver looks mauled. Like, he's alive, but he looks fucked up. It's only been one turn, but you can see it, looking out, actually I'll describe. Looking out, before you pull it off, the thing has its maws wrapped around the driver's head, as he has two blades crisscrossed, holding its jaw off of it. As you see, he's quite literally barely, one of his hands is even holding the handle, the hilt of the dagger. He's literally holding the blade as he had to pull it out really quickly. And he's like cutting his hand up. The flower above the maw is whipping at him, smacking, trying to like get him weakened, trying to like, essentially break his will and cut his arms. And it looks like it's trying to find like tendons and stuff around his left hand. As he's about to rip his glove off, you rip it off itself as it turns to you. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. As it's gonna try to, it will go and start falling towards the ground, but it's gonna try to bite you and drag you with it. I'm gonna try to grab you. Oh, let's see. Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a dex
do you still-
save. Yes.
All right. Let's see. Come on, big money. Oh, okay. You know what? It's
Go ahead
because
and
he's reaching out the
advantage.
window and shit. He's
Yeah. I'll say
Oh,
have
okay.
advantage as Delrip
Fuck yeah.
is gonna literally, if you start going out the window, pull you back in. She'd be like, "Oh God."
I could also try.
Oh.
I can also try and catch her. I've got advantage on
Yeah.
dex checks.
Yeah. So if he
yeah.
fails,
Do you want
then,
to? Can Maggie help you?
you know what? Sure. Fuck it. It's
Because I'm
an
worried that,
advantage. Go ahead and because you're gonna get pulled out. So yeah, Magni, Delrip is like, "Oh, help!" As the hound, as you start pulling it off, its claws try to drag it back on, but you're just really strong. So eventually, its claws go from dragging it up to springs off, trying to grab you, and it starts trying to wrap around your head. And as your armor kind of protects you a little bit as you bring your gauntlet arm up. Your arm is only holding it for so long, as it starts to drag you, weight alone, as it essentially pounced on top of you. With your core strength is insane right now, as you're literally planking outside this fucking window with this dog on you. But your strength is failing, and you're starting to slip out the window. As Delrip, try her fucking best.
I'll smack the doggy on the head, just with a straight up first, like dog, boink.
That was sick. That's awesome.
Sure. So the thing is, either way, he's going out the window. So if you don't grab him to save him, I'm gonna have Draco go out the window if you want to punch the dog.
Oh no! Then I thought I was grabbing Draco, and then I could.
No, you can only do one or the other.
Could that be his help action as he like bops the dog on the head and goes, no, and that gives Draco the advantage to try to like get his core strength back together? Like that like momentary reprieve?
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that. I'm
Yeah.
rather gonna save Draco. You want me to do a dex check?
If you'd like to
Dex
save him,
save?
yes. Dex or athletics, I'll say that.
Ooh, athletics. I'll get advantage on athletics. So does a 24 help?
Yep, you pull him back in, and as you do, the dog falls. And you go back to the carriage as the dog falls and falters behind. As Delrip, hold on, let me roll for this. Oh, yeah, okay, nat 20. Yeah, no, she leans out and just like, fuck you! And, sends out a critting, I was just gonna do Ray of Frost, so I'm not gonna try and make it anything better. A Ray of Frost, and you see it does damage and slow down the creature as it's not able to keep up. for a bit, and the carriage is able to get a safe distance consistently away. As eventually a whistle calls out, and the creature stops, turns, and runs off. You guys
sick.
continue off, going down the road, down the path, and up to the grand city of Canaan. As you see a giant banner, "Welcome to Canaan!" with a, you see a big draconic hand giving a thumbs up. No person, no humanoid, just the hand giving a thumbs up as you guys pull up to the city. As nothing else occurs for the rest of the drive. But that's just me recap, like kind of being like, that was what will happen. While you're riding, is there anything you like to do? Delrip immediately, are you okay, sir? To the highwayman. Oh, I guess the carriage driver, not highwayman. The carriage driver.
I knew something was wrong when we stepped in that carriage.
He's here to rob you. There we go. I'm all right, lass. It's not too bad. As you see, he's bleeding. He has a gash over his cheek and several parts of his arms, and his head looks a little like slapped around, like several like thorn scratches, etc. He looks rough, even if he's not really trying to like give it off, like, oh yeah, he's hurt, you know.
Yeah. I want Draco to, like, if it's cool, like, since he's already still, like, I imagine, like, kind of mid-plank out the window, right?
Yes.
Or no, because he got pulled back in, sorry. But so I think he would kind of, like,
You could easily
he's still
slip back
kind
out
of
if you
in,
need.
like, that, yeah, and he's still in, like, that, you know, we just got ambushed, we're on the road, we're near the city now, but, like, you know, that shit just happened, so he's still kind of,
Exactly.
like, in fucking defense mode. So he's gonna, like, kind of, like, well, standing up quickly, he gives kind of Maggie like a quick like clap on the shoulder and like thanks, and he's gonna like literally like grab the side of the carriage, kind of swing around feet first out the window so that he lands next to the carriage driver, and he's just gonna start like ripping off bits of like his tunic to like start patching him back together and try to like make stop the bleeding and start doing like first aid medicine, field medicine kind of thing.
So while the carriage is going, you crawl out the fucking window, essentially. And you're essentially just sit up front with
wordless,
them.
silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, he looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing? And you start like kind of like wrapping him up. He's kind of like, like, would you mind, like, do you want to like warn me? Would you mind warning a person? As he, again, wordless. He's just kind of like caught up, taken aback by it. Like, what the fuck? Would you? I appreciate it. Would you mind saying something?
It is a sheer look of focus.
He
kind of like blinks for a second, like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, he just goes, this is very uncomfortable.
And Draco literally like kind of like blinks for a second. You can see him like come back to himself for a half second. Kind of looks at the carriage driver confused, and he's like, "Oh, why? Yes, your head got chewed on, my good friend. That would be bound to be uncomfortable." And then he goes back to sheer fucking focus. Like his eyes are like a little bit aglow with his determination. He just goes back to like just field patching, field medicine this guy back up.
You know what? The guy kind of just shrugs. He's like, all right, whatever. He's fixing me up, whatever. Feel free to do a medicine check if you want. I'll say with time, because you're a soldier, no matter what, you can patch him up. But if you want, see how well you patch him up.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a 16.
16. All right. With a, I should not fuck with the screen like that. I'm so sorry for people who are watching. 16. Yeah, I'll say you do a very good job patching him up. It's not the best, not the worst, above average. It's like a soldier's job. You know what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's serviceable, but it's not sexy.
Exactly. I would say it's got a little spice, but it's not quite. Yeah, it's not sexy. Exactly. It's not like good looking. Exactly. It's just it's done. While you're doing that, Delrip turns to Magni. What, that Draco fellow was interesting, huh?
Interesting is the right word I'd use. Luckily I caught him, but Yeah, very interesting. At least the driver's alright.
Yeah, you did a good. I mean, I appreciate you trying to keep him safe. That was kind of you. I guess that, not that I doubted it before, but I guess that definitely shows you are, at least as far as I would consider, a adventurer, a good, kind-hearted one. And as much as he's a weirdo, I assume Draco is one too, a good-hearted adventurer who, I mean, look at him. He's patching him up, taking care of him.
At least.
At least.
I suppose we should get going. We need to see what this poison or murder plot is.
Yes, indeed. And as you guys ride up into town, you finish patching up the driver, and you guys see the... well, you go through the town itself just kind of casually, but you do see... Where is the overall picture? What the heck? Not okay. Hold on. I had a whole thing here. Don't know what happened to it, if I deleted it. What the heck happened? Hold on. I had an image
It's so
for you.
beautiful.
It's
so
so
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Look at.
This place is so cool. What the heck? Yeah.
This place is everything. Oh my god.
Wait, no, for real. Actually, I'm finding it. It is actually been deleted from my freaking Roll20. What the heck?
What?
This is
They auto purged it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can re-upload it real quick. I had an image for this. Let's see if I can just re-upload it. Here.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That's a shame, dude. We've all been there, but like, damn, isn't that the worst?
There we go. Don't know what was with that, but here we go. There we go. There we go. I will show you guys now. As you guys start riding up, you guys see towards the end of the city is a massive castle with a grand gate forced about it, and just a very woodsy kind of vibe, as literally a tree is, as you can tell in the background, hoisting up part of the castle itself. And that is a part that you see people walking along the branch and is accessible.
That's incredible. Holy shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You get some throne music going again. Not Ringmaster, god dang it. Not. I said throne, not Ringmaster. What the heck?
Let's get ready to rumble! And you just see people fucking throwing each other off the branch in the background.
Woo! One guy jumps off, slams, and the other one's head is just, yeah, it dies upon impact.
Fuck yes.
Here we go. Baroque Noble Party. That's exactly what the vibe I
Ooh.
need. Here we go. So,
Very nice.
you guys ride on in, and as you guys pull up, carriage driver's like, I appreciate the help and all that, but at the end of the day, don't tell them what happened. It was my job to keep you safe, and at the end of the day, I don't know how well I did. Hey, kind of needing saving like that and all that. So, you go on in, kids. You go talk to the headmaster and all that. He does bring up this small map, and you see it actually physically brings up the map of the castle itself. So this is before you've even entered. You can kind of see this. Yes. So you're just gonna go over here through the castle and gonna end up at the throne room. Just go straight and to the left. Don't be rude. No looking around. As he does actually hand this over to you, Draco, and then asks like, now while we finish this bit of the ride, would you politely get back in the carriage?
Well, you see, I personally enjoy having the nice fresh wind on my face and the breeze, you know. Battles tend to leave me a bit heated, as it were, and that particular, those... No, right, okay, back in the carriage I go. Thank you so much, and I understand that it was your... yeah, no, I'm going now.
As you wallow your way in, Dilrup kind of helps you get in so you don't fall out again. Dilrup turns to you, Magni, during this time. Isn't that castle wonderful? As your foot fucking swings in and almost hits her right in the face. God damn it. She starts helping him in. But Magni, isn't it lovely?
It's something. It looks. He's trying to be polite. It's very unique.
Yes, very unique indeed. As Draco's now in, like halfway in. Yeah, I do think that we're gonna be dealing with some strange fellow here. No one just casually has a castle like that. As then Draco get pulled all the way in, and you guys go in. Carriage pulls to the side, up at the front, and you guys are able to start walking in. And now this is no longer a map. You guys are actually entered here. Do you guys just walk to the throne room?
Ooh.
Wandering to the kitchens. I just sort of. I need to eat, Draco. You coming with me?
Draco's like, yes. And he's just gonna follow along, like not even trying to be stealthy. He's just walking with purpose to the kitchens.
As you guys.
The problem is, he doesn't know where the kitchen is, so he's walking into. He's walking straight, and then when he sees tables, he's turning left.
And
awesome.
Without realizing, you guys make it to the throne room itself, as all the doors are shut and you don't really see or hear anything. It's actually strangely quiet, as all you do hear is the Baroque music in the background. And as you're walking, Dilrup at first is about to attest, as she's like, we have to get to the... Oh, and then suddenly when you guys start turning, going the right direction, she stops talking and just lets you go. And she's like, you know what, maybe we do need a bite to eat. As you guys make it to the throne room and see several things. One, you do see the Lord of the Castle, Quetzal. Behind him is, or in front, performing, currently is the Tabaxi Jester. And behind him is his guard captain. But, before I put him on there, I'll show you his full image. Say hello, everybody, to Lord Quetzal. Oh, hello there!
Why do I get the feeling I'm
Sorry.
going to end up killing him?
Perhaps. Well, he doesn't say that, but I say perhaps.
Griff, can I just say as an aside as well, I love that all of your fucking like characters are always super trigger happy, and then we get hit with the zaniest, most Alice in Wonderland ass characters, and you're just like, I'm going to eat them raw and bloody before this is said and done.
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But in his subconscious mind, Maggie just thinks, I wonder if he would go good with some chicken legs.
He is the chicken legs, dude. Look at him. There's not a shred of meat on that body.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna go piss real quick. You guys feel free to roast him real quick. I'm gonna go take a quick piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. I got it. Okay. So, so his hair, whack. No hair, because he just doesn't have any. So that's why it's whack. All right. His shoes, what are those? Those are his fucking feet. Okay. So he doesn't even have any freaking shoes to speak of. You what?
He's already got the chicken legs.
He does already. Listen. This bitch, all right, is the most chickeny ass kobold I've ever seen. And I've seen some chicken kobolds, all right. So this is some this is some bullshit. Look at this fucking dude. He is wonderfully Alice in Wonderland, but my brother in Christ, has thou been to a tailor in the last century?
My whole issue with this fucking, he's the lord of this gigantic castle. I can probably, with all the things that I can do, I'm very winged like.
Oh god, okay, I'm back. I fucking kicked my water on the ground, but whatever. It's fine. I'll clean that later.
I can probably pick out the part of this castle, and this dude is gonna fucking order us around.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Yeah, this guy is. He is your fucking boss, by the way.
Pretty sure
Oh, God.
I'm telling Pickle, he's already got the chicken legs. I just need a side to go with it.
I feel like you go good with rice.
You guys are insane.
And a nice curry sauce.
So as you walk in, hopefully being normal. If that's too much to ask for.
Wait, great. This is so important. This is so important. Are we having this conversation in character? Like under
Yes.
our breath to each other?
Yes.
Or-
Tell me if you're walking in what you're saying.
I'm gonna look at and greet the lord of the castle, and then I'm gonna look down. How big is this kobold? 4 feet? 3 feet?
3-2.
3, 2. Oh my
um,
God.
I'm 7 feet tall. I'm more than double his size. So I'll just, Lord, who are you? Oh, greetings, sire. We're here to help, I think. I look at Draco.
Seeing the
like,
very
confused.
You've seen the very clear confusion. The here I can introduce you to them both. The Tabaxi, this is him. This is the Tabaxi gesture that you were told about.
Why does that look
Oh,
like?
no
Mr.
way!
Lowe?
Why is
No, he
there
looks
we
like
go,
fucking Mike, like from Skyrim. He looks like a fucking like Skyrim
he does a little bit.
Yeah,
cat person.
he looks like Cicero.
I love him.
Cicero,
He
yeah.
does look like Cicero. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I love him.
And then his guard captain right next to him.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Jesus
Daddy,
Christ. Chill, chill.
sorry.
We now know why Draco liked Agni shutting him up.
Bold of you to assume that Draco's not just inherently a whore.
God. Anyways, so you guys walk past the Tabaxi, who was in the middle of performing. I would say maybe Magni. I guess it's up to you if you choose to have really noticed. I think you might have been too taken back by the kobold from the sounds of it. But I guess
If we walk in and he's performing, depending on what he's doing, I'm gonna join him. I'm gonna perform with him.
It's less. So
Ooh.
what it is it is a. Let me see. What did I write that he would be doing when you guys entered? He is.
Macarena.
I'll join the fucking.
How fucking dare you? No.
Aren't you guys so happy I'm back? Aren't you guys so happy to play with me again? Holy shit, Macarena.
Holy shit, Macarena. He is making he is making mannequins dance, but not the fucking Macarena, which is just I was like, how dare you be so close to what I was actually gonna probably say. Is that he
I'm
is
just gonna start dancing with him.
Fuck yes.
yeah, you do. Like, he plays a tune, and they're just kind of like dancing around a merry jig, a bit entertainingly, and they kind of like turn to you as you join, kind of like when some random person joins your fucking like hip hop breakdancing group, and they don't know how to fucking breakdance, and so you're just kind of like staring at them, and you're like, what the fuck?
Break dance.
Yeah. It's like when you're dancing at a TikTok and someone walks behind you, like, and just starts
Exactly.
dancing with you.
You are that person behind them.
Yeah.
Dance is pretty fucking.
The Lord laughs. Okay, I gotta come with an actual. I have to make a decision for what kind of voice I have to do for him.
While you're getting the
Oh my
voice,
God.
Maggie doing the dancing, he's just like, instead of getting items, I think I'll just get employed.
Fair. Ho! I see we have new people here today! Hello! As he waves the gesture aside, who just bows, and the mannequins bow, and all like 5 of them, him and the 4 mannequins, move to the side in unison. Hello there! I assume you must be the fine folk my siblings sent. Oh, you took rather long to get here, almost like the initial entrance part took way too long. Oh my goodness. Hello there. I would like to say, before you even speak, he does keep talking before you even get to talk. I I would like to say, I do find this to be rash and rather abhorrent. I do not know why my siblings are so worried. I mean, look at me. Look at my people. Who'd want to hurt me? My staff respect me. My staff care for me, and I trust them. I trust them with my very life. And with that, he kind of just like puts his hands together, clasped, like looking very like not hurt, but almost like disgruntled at that this is happening. But then he fixes his face real quick. It brings back a smile. But I do understand my siblings worry, and if they have rumors, then I suppose rumors are rumors. Please, you have the ability to talk to my fine staff and figure out if there are any ruffians about.
I look at the jester and I'm like, he's definitely not the one trying to hurt you.
Wait, Draco, with a sly smile, and he's gonna step forward. He's gonna give a little bow, and he's gonna go, good sir, I don't know about any ruffians, but I do think you have a meowian in your presence, and he's gonna finger gun.
That finger gun is.
For that joke, did I just get a natural one?
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I feel like you fail the next roll automatically. Like, yeah, no. No, I'll just say you get like what, you get like
This to
the
be super bad.
you get like the negative inspiration, where I get to choose to re-roll your dice.
Yeah. Or even better, since he did such a terrible joke, all charisma interactions with the Lord is now at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yes.
even better.
Yes, it's awesome. It's awesome. First impression, nailed it.
The Lord is.
Puppets.
You say for your comments.
No, for the dancing with puppets.
Oh, dancing with the puppets. You know, I'll say sure. You get inspiration. You'll have advantage with the Lord, while she has disadvantage, because two very different ways of having started this.
Yeah, two very different openers.
Exactly. I would say.
Magic.
What are your guys' passive perceptions? Just real quick.
16.
I have a 13. Oh wait, no, 11.
13. No, 11. Okay. So. What was yours again, Griff?
16.
16. Okay. Griff, you and Delrip. Delrip doesn't say anything, but you notice off to the side, past the tabaxi. Oh my goodness. Did I say you noticed that dark figure before, right, Magni?
No, that was
me.
Right.
Draco and the wizard.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the wizard would only notice a figure, but you would see in better light. Off over here, the wizard just sees shadows, but you would see. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. Look away, Pickle. This is for Darren's eyes only. Darren, you would see the smaller, not the taller one, the smaller one off in the corner.
I am gonna run at the smaller one and pick it up.
You're gonna
Give
run
it a
straight
run.
at it.
Yeah, I'm sprinting dead at it. I've
All
got
right.
40 feet of
Oh my
movement.
God.
I'm not afraid to use
I
it.
make one bad pun and I get permanent disadvantage with the fucking Lord, but he gets to charge at this small person allegedly and scoop them up, and he gets no penalty.
I'm
Well,
hugging them. I'm being friendly.
here's the thing.
And I've got 40 feet of
As you
exactly
turn,
perfect.
I'm just gonna use Delrip here as a example. As you turn the column, the figure is gone.
I improvise and pull out my great sword and have it start dancing with me for the Lord.
Go ahead and roll me a deception, as you're essentially bluffing the fuck you were doing. How well you perform matters not, is can you do it with style and confidence. As the Lord and his guard captain specifically, has ran over, the jester is turned around, and even Delrip, and I assume even Drake, are kind of staring at you like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, you roll enough that I would say the general audience is convinced that maybe you're just a wacky guy. Maybe a little bit. You ran up next to the other mannequins and started dancing, ran a little past, but you just kind of worked with it. You're just dancing, you're having fun. And, I'm gonna roll insight for Delrip. Delrip, nat 20, can tell that you're just bluffing out of your ass. You totally saw that figure over there. And because she didn't know if like it was like.
Can I roll insight too?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll say go ahead.
Okay. Come on, Draco, baby boy, get something good. Oh shit. No, it's an 11.
11.
You got so excited for it.
You are so fooled. You think he's having a grand time dancing. Delrip, as I imagine you're almost to be excited, like you're about to join dancing, puts her hand on your shoulder and is just kind of like, well, calm down.
Draco wants to do the Macarena.
Draco absolutely was gonna throw down with the Macarena, but instead he's like, no, fuck, I can't do a pun. My brain's blanking on puns. Shit. No.
And as you feel your brain melts.
It's fine.
No, I kid.
Yeah, his ears just start leaking. A little bit of blood starts coming out of one of his noses.
Yeah, you take 1d4 as you try to do a psychic damage. You try to do a pun, and it backfires and fires back into your brain.
Yeah. This is canon. I'm actually good at mark damage.
All right, go ahead.
Well,
Hang on.
how many noses does Draco have? I only have one nose.
He has one nose.
But
Yeah, you know what? that's the
I was like, what the fuck type of gymnastics?
that's the psychic. No, that's the psychic backfire. He tries to come up with a pun, realizes he can't think of anything.
Touches
his
a
brain
different
tries
nose.
to pull out like one of his go-to. Yeah. He's like, well, I guess I better check on my noses. Wait, and so then he's like, thinking about if he has multiple noses or not, and so he just starts bleeding out of one of his nostrils as he's like trying to think very critically about if he's ever had more than one nose and if he's missing them.
So you take the damage. You're looking. Delrip looks at you worried. Are you?
Yeah.
She kind of like hands you a handkerchief. Are you okay? It matters not. Just please, I suppose, just be careful.
A piece of me has been stolen. He just like starts cleaning up his fucking face.
Huh. Strange fellow. Anyways, Griff, that's kind of like in the background while that's happening. The Lord and the Captain. The Captain does not fall for your BS. He is one of the only people who I think sees through it. What'd you see, huh? Anything? Lord, back up. Lord kind of takes a step or two back. Oh, yes. What'd you see over there?
Who's asking me? The Lord or
The Captain. The Captain.
I'll whisper quietly to the Captain. I saw some skulking figures, but I'll keep my eye out.
All right. I would say he just kind of nods his head towards you and looks towards everyone else. You see there's like a choice in his head of like, should I alert everyone? Should I make a fuss? Or should we... Or
I would like to mention him, because I think he might be the murderer.
Oh, you're making accusations already. Like not in the game, but like meta game wise. You already got a vibe. Yeah.
That the Captain's the
That's
murderer?
wild.
I think so. And for the simple reason you have the most to do with the Lord, and just hearing the Lord, yeah, if I was the head captain, I'd want to do it.
Alright, fair, I suppose. Fair.
So brutal.
I know nothing. I believe him. He's great.
All right. Well then, in that case, the Lord does speak up while you guys are kind of having a moment, and as I assume, because you're saying this part out of game, right? That the that like you're not like saying to the captain, like I'm accusing you. You,
Oh.
I was like, so you definitely let him just walk away then, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
definitely walking away. I was mentally thinking 5 check.
Very valid. Very valid. They kind of walk back to place, and I assume either you stand there or walk back with the other group. The Lord speaks up. Well then, anyways, as I was saying, you are more than welcome to check out my staff members. Who would you like to have discussions with first? If need be, you may talk to my jester, my captain here, or if you like, I can point you in the right direction of any of our other staff members.
Draco, I think we would like to start with the jester, and then move on to where might your kitchens be? Maybe the chef might be a suspect.
Ah, yes.
I can personally check out the chef if you would like to stay here with the jester and conduct your own investigation. We can divide and conquer, as it were. And he claps Magni on the back,
And
and
just
like he gives
leaves.
you a full shit-eating grin. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happens. Yes.
You know what? Unless Magni leaves with you, Delbert stays with Magni, and you will be on your own with the chef. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying.
He is unfazed. He is unfazed by this.
All right. His character will be down there, but imagine Draco just leaving, walking out. As Delrip looks to you, Magni, gives kind of a relieved sigh, and then turns to the jester. Hello there, sir. My name is Delrip. At least that's what you can call me. What is your name? The jester turns to you two. Oh, hold on, my dog is barking.
That was intentional for a second. I was about to lose my shit. That was awesome.
He says,
Use the ruffian. Get him.
my name is Dice Rolled Over Table, but you can just call me Dice.
Thinking stars.
Hello there. You're Delrip. Who are you, sir?
Magni Bronzebeard. He
Nice.
strikes a heroic with his beard flowing.
You see he claps his hand and a gust of wind comes blowing around you. I do like a man with a good chutzpah, able to show off his extras. You do them a lot more of a subtler way, a professional way. Unlike, he kind of glances towards Draco, the other fellow.
It's bullying me.
I have pre-written these characters have these personalities, I promise. His is labeled literally dark, funny.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Oh my god, no. I was just gonna say dark, funny, and finds too much excitement annoying. That's why he doesn't like another character in this castle.
Oh, listen, I 100% trust and believe. I just thought that would be so funny. Like, I just was like, I love that Draco immediately came to this campaign and everyone went, ugh. Sorry, don't let me distract.
You're good. So yes, yes, unlike that other fellow. Anyways, yes, I am Dice. I am the jester here. I like to, perform, as you must say. I do various tricks, like with the mannequins, and they do all like a little pose, various different like dance poses that they freeze into. I like to, I'm the entertainment manager, you might say, as you may have noticed. And you did notice, I actually did forget to give a description. As you entered the area and you went along everything, I did give a kind of say that everything was quiet but the music. Completely forgetting who's making the music. Along the halls, dotted everywhere, and you, Draco, would re-see again as you're re-entering this area. is there are musicians on pedestals, kind of like imagine go-go dancers, but not caged, just like on columns, and they're all playing in tune throughout the entire castle.
Oh, that's incredible. That's such good drip. That's such good drip.
And
That's awesome.
the Tabaxi waves his hand. As you see, even above you guys, there are several just on the pillars above playing constantly. I am, as you might say, the entertainment manager. I handle the musicians, the performers, I handle extracurriculars, etc., etc. I have very many things on my plate.
You sound very familiar. Is your name Lavender by any chance?
He turns back left and right. No, I am not.
My sister has been looking for you.
Oh God, he disappears into smoke. No, I'm kidding. His face remorse back into Dice. No, what are you talking about? I am clearly not an Italian man. I don't know of this Lavender man you speak of. He's a very handsome man.
It is you. He takes out a picture of his sister with who's heavily pregnant. He's like, you did this.
I thought Lavender did. I mean, no one did any such thing. Anyways, jokes aside, this is definitely not Lavender.
It's not Lavender.
That's so funny. You owe child support. You're getting taken to court.
God.
You're joking, but Lavender shit ton of child support.
God,
Yeah,
imagine.
Yeah. Next time we see him, it's on site.
Jesus. I just imagine he hasn't even slept with someone in ages, but just everyone just accuses him of it because he's a bard at this point.
He has a super hardcore sneezing fit somewhere, and like Faerun being like, "God, someone must be really talking about me." Ha ha ha! Not knowing this man's about to fuck his entire life.
Oh, you know, I feel I smell some bullshit in there. So anyways, Dice, yeah, so it's like, is there any other questions you have for me? And if you need any direction on which way to go, I certainly have my own opinions, of course.
No, generally it's okay. I just wanted to compare notes with you. You seem like a very dexterous man. How long have you been working for the Lord?
Ooh, go though. God, the better part of 5, maybe 6 years now? I have a lot of info, I guess you could say, I gather for the Lord, using the musical talents of mine and the fact that people like to talk. And I bring people at ease. He's had this as part of his thing, I guess you could say, for a while. He kind of gestures to the musicians.
Magni hands him a card and like, I'm a professional adventurer, part-time performer. If you ever need a dancer, a singer,
I could use a stripper.
Magni just looks down and is like, I'm already halfway there.
Oh god, alright, fair. Delra blushes and is just kind of like, okay, anyways, boys, actually, I do have a question. Do you have any, you said you had notes, do you have any suspicions of anyone else? Oh, no, I have no suspicions. For honestly, if there was a traitor among us, I'd know about it. Don't get me wrong, I have people I do not like the chef is a bit of a prick, but, with a snake tongue, as he kind of looks over towards the door that Draco just left. And he's like, but you know, at the end of the day, he's a good man. He don't do nothing bad. He's just a bit of prick.
Oh, just a little bit? A small one?
Yes, a single prick. Unlike your friend, which gives me 5 of several pricks.
Yeah. Yeah, Magni just looks at Dillweed and like, that sounds like Draco.
As we cut to Draco, you are going through the castle and passing by the the musicians who are playing happily. You see maybe one or two acknowledge you by like nodding their head politely if you look at them. But if you don't even look at them, they will not address you. They are there to play and be polite and essentially be decorum. Only moving when needed, essentially. As
Can I do some kind of? Sorry.
I was gonna say, you did leave
Can I do
without.
like some kind of check?
Go ahead, just go ahead.
My bad. I'm lagging. No. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt your thing.
I was gonna say is that you. Apologies about the lag. Is that you essentially? You did not ask which you're told like, oh yes, the kitchen, and pointed back out the door, but you did not actually ask where the kitchen was. You were just like, oh yes, back out the door I came from, and left.
Fuck yes.
So I'm gonna say a Draco thing. I'm gonna make an assumption. You tell me if I'm wrong. He just walks straight.
He's going to. So I would like to, like, as he's kind of slowing down, admiring these various musicians stationed about. So, do I get this sense, and I'm happy to roll if needed, that like these are people who like do I get the sense that this is like a regularly rotating position? Like, is there a chance that someone might have seen something sketchy because they just stay there like for long hours, or like would they change too frequently for there to be any kind of like thumb on the pulse of what's going on?
You don't know. You're not like you don't scheduler. You don't. They haven't asked anyone yet. If you want to ask one of them, you can.
Valid.
But besides asking one of them, I would say you could maybe gather that a few of them maybe waddled their feet back aside, like as if they're in pain. So you assume they may have been there for a while. You assume the Feywild has very little human ethics and rights.
Yeah, fair.
So I'll say that's probably the best assumption you can get.
Okay.
I do have a quick question for the kind of group. Now, Darren, I know it's
Yes.
getting later, and you can only go so late, and we already did start later. How much more time do we have?
About 52 minutes.
52 minutes?
And then it's 11 at night.
Okay. And, Pickle, do you think you'll be here next week? Because, this did go a little bit longer than I meant to. The intro and all that just kind of took a little bit longer. Of course, setting stuff up, introductions, just everything. And of course, we had to start later today, which is just gives a little bit less time than I was hoping for, which is fine. We'll just go over to next week and make this a part 2. And everything's already written, so I won't have to do too much. It'll just be us going and playing. But will you be here? Because that will help kind of affect what will happen while Drake goes on his own right now.
Ah, damn. No, and unfortunately, I had something come up in my family, so I have to like. It's something where it wasn't so urgent that I had to go this weekend, fortunately, but I do have to go next weekend to like go check up on things.
Then,
Yeah.
how do you care what happens to Draco in this random story?
No. I
Okay.
love that boy so much. Also, he is 100% like he is one of my favorite characters to use for side stuff like this because I have a sense of who his character is, but also he's like I like to think of it as like kind of like almost like in keeping in canon with him that he just like all these side quests that he does kind of thing are just part of his like adventurer repertoire. You know, he's a storied guy.
Even
and
when
so
he dies,
he is constantly
comes
getting his
back
nose
in
in the
another
trouble
world.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone somewhere is doing like a resurrection ritual and they fuck it up somehow, and so he just gets brought back again. And he's like, well, thank you. And they're like, no, my sister, that was supposed to be my sister, and he's just already out the door. And so,
Oh, too bad about that
like-
sister of yours. Anyways.
yeah, grateful for the assist. I don't know you, my sister, please. But so, like, yeah, that's how I perceive Draco. Is like, it's all canon. It's all just various stages of canon, right? Like all these
Yes.
little like shenanigans he gets himself involved into.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so in that case, as you, just to use our time properly, not to cut you off, I do love hearing about it, but just use the little time we do have properly.
No. Later. Yeah.
Yes. What I will have is that Darren, this does not leave you sitting here for a bit. I will have you join in a second, for this part, but...
I'm still here next week, so.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I just don't want you to sit there bored. So I will have you included in a second. I'll just have, I'll say that after a few moments, you come to check on Draco. Having asked where the kitchen is and pointed in directions, the Tabaxi says, a little across the way. I hope your friend didn't get lost. Ugh. He kind of like, he literally sneers in the direction of Draco. You enter.
He
Out my-
sneezes.
I take out my own iron pan. I'm like, I'm gonna make some food.
Sweet. So, you enter, Draco, and you see... so this is... I could not find the exact art I wanted. So imagine the chef on the left. That kind of big, bulky, you know, kind of like... got a lot kind of going on with him. He's got a massive cleaver, etc., right?
Hell yeah.
But with...
Yes, he does. Haha.
with the Yanti scales of orange and white of the figure on the right. So he does not have the kimono and all that. He is not a Japanese or some kind of Asian descent of Yanti. He is a French Yanti.
Yeah.
But that is the color scheme on the right
nice.
that he has on the left.
Okay, I gotcha. That's incredible. I love that.
As you enter, he barely acknowledges you, more or less kind of tilting his head. Bonjour! Can I help you? Chop, 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 chop. You do see, as you enter, various... let me see. I had a whole little description for this. The chef is cooking various dishes for later today, such as getting them prepared prepared for cooking by pre-dicing, having what needs a slow cook, and letting slow cook. What needs marinating can marinate, and everything that will need to be prepared for the dinner later on is getting prepared. His kitchen is lined with various spices from exotic lands, like the semi-poisonous fruit and rare herbs or vegetation from the jungles of Cholt, roots and the iced good berries of the northern icy stretches, fiery flowers or beetles of the deserts of Saray, etc., etc. He is, you can tell just kind of the moment you enter, a French Yanti that has a somewhat friendly demeanor, friendlier than some chefs of French lineage. I'll say you, that's the window over there, so you enter
Okay.
right here. And for
cool,
perspective,
sick.
I'll let you guys get big off for the perspective here. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so with all the exotic ingredients that are around, I think Draco, counter to what people might think, he is well aware that like he, as a fire genasi, right, is of course an anomaly in most of these like social circles on this plane.
But not
And
to
so he's kind of
Yanti.
like an eccentric. Fair. But so I think he's gonna try to like turn that to his advantage in this case, and like kind of have like a moment of like, you know, camaraderie, and try to see if he finds something he recognizes. Yeah, and see if there's any ingredients he recognizes from the elemental planes, especially the elemental plane of fire that he originates from, and see if like he can kind of be like, oh, you know, this is quite common from where I'm from. Like I remember in fighting on the front lines and like that kind of shit, you know.
You walk
Something
by.
to kind of sweeten the, yeah.
You saunter over, and you see the fiery flowers from the desert of Saray, and next to it, you see fire imp scales, and several edible brimstone rocks, meant to, very rare and hard to find, as they're softened quite literally by the earth themselves and the magma. They're almost magma-esque themselves, as you've never even seen someone besides yourself, or really other fire genasi eat something like this. And as you state that, like, oh yes, during the Great War, I had this as rations, blah blah blah, right? We're like playing all war. He turns to you.
Yeah.
Oui? Yes, I gather very many ingredients for the lordship themselves. We have very many servants who go out and barter, gather, kill, hunt, etc., etc. We have hunters that work for us at the back garden. We have the garden itself that we have bought in very many royal vegetables from. We have very many various superflu, français, I would just say in common, ingredients for various dishes. as he walks up and
Oh, quite
pats
true,
you on
quite
the
true.
back. Very friendly, very friendly way. Pats you on the back. You would like to have a broomstone?
Oh, wait. You see, during my times as a soldier, these were considered to be in other certain dishes and cuisines, as you might want to call them, quite a delicacy. But as they are with this, I find them a bit hard, though they do remind me of my youth as a frontline fighter.
Ah, good. Then please, while we chat, have a munch. Enjoy and feel relaxed just a moment. Everyone in my kitchen is welcome to a meal and a fun snack.
Ah, you are quite a chivalrous fellow indeed. I knew I'd liked you the second I walked in. Uh, Marvelous. And so you find yourself with quite a network of assistants here for
Where?
all these delights, do you not?
Where?
Ah,
He snaps his
wonderful.
fingers and the gnome up in a actual cage, suspended above the kitchen, as there is no column room. He is suspended above the cage, plays his music louder. I do have some savants. The gnome looks to you.
Indeed.
Help me!
I like to think Magni walks in at this point, and he completely ignores the chef and Draco. He just starts making food. He's already got his pan out, making his own food.
I like to imagine you walk in and literally you just grab this bread that's off the counter and start making yourself a sandwich. And Delrip is I'm gonna say Delrip was. I'm gonna do this just real quick because I'm totally fine with you walking in. That's totally I'm cool with it. I'll say that as you're walking by, you have a similar experience, Magni. You just notice all the musicians, etc. Delrip says, "I'm gonna go and check out the general area, vibe of the castle. I'll call out if I need any help. You please. I'll look around. You check on Draco. You check the chef out. I'll trust your gut. You seem like a rational fellow, Magni. So I'll be over here checking stuff out and look at the vibe of the castle while you check out the chef himself. And as you enter, you just start munching, absolutely munching on a sandwich. You make yourself a delicious with some like fresh slow cooked bacon. That's like thick cut bacon that was gonna get ready. You grabbed it a little too early, so it's a little undercooked, but like kind of like a soft undercook. Maybe Magni likes that, as there's like kind of a crisp edge. You grab tomatoes, onions, lettuce. You grab cheeses. You just start like kind of chop up. The chef, he sticks to his word. He's like, everyone's welcome to a snack. Please, just not too much.
Yeah, I make an extra sandwich and just hand it to the chef. Like, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Wait. He takes a bite, rips it in half, and hands half of it to Draco, and eats the other half. Starts munching it. Sure. You are here for a investigation, yes?
Why, yes, and someone as knowledgeable and cultured, clearly, as he little sweep around the room with like all the exotic ingredients, with such a network of assistants as you do, you must have quite a good sense of what's going on in this whole castle, do you not?
Well, I would have an idea, I suppose. Most of the, to be honest,
And
most
have you
of the,
found yourself with-
I don't know if you've talked to him yet. The jester, he is how do I say it? The one with most of the servants under his
Bit of a dick?
control.
I see.
More or less, yes, but more, I would say, well, yes, as much as he's a dick, he's also in control of the servants. He likes to act as himself a musician type, but in reality, he is the manager of the staff.
I see. And so, do you find that he often tries to overstep into your domain from time to time?
Yeah, you know, I suppose so. Maybe occasionally he can try and tell me what to do, how to cook, you know. But overall, I say he keeps to him, to the lordship. He rarely leaves his side or talks to his people. He's more of in my opinion, kind of a suspiciously quiet type. Although the one thing, since we're talking about what's it called, Isaac lost track of train of thought, not the chef. We're talking about the jester. Then in that case, I would like to say, he looks
gossip.
between you guys. Him and that captain, the captain supposedly just showed up, right? Here a few weeks ago. They're a little buddy-buddy. Really buddy-buddy. As if they know each other already. Little weird to me, I say. How you show up just a few weeks ago and now you're best friends with some jester who barely talks to anyone? Who mostly sticks to his staff and the lordship himself? Very, very strange, in my opinion. I was already going to bring up to the lordship the possible inappropriateness of his guard, fraternizing with the staff in such a way, whether it be a friendship or whatever else. It's still just there, he must be the god, wary of everyone. And so I do, let alone my own suspicions, that is quite weird. I do hear they are... No, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say. Just gossip.
Oh, please. No, but please, I'm such a devil for gossip. Or rather, a fiend for gossip. And he does like another finger gun thing, because he's like, yeah, because fire. Well, I mean, I know devils and demons are technically a different class entirely from fire and but we find ourselves in the hells and kind of getting confused for them all the time.
You're
so please, indulge me.
Oh, you're genasi, oui. Is your daddy
absolutely.
a daddy a djinn then, not a demon? Or
No. No, you see, my mother, an adventurous sort as myself, you can tell I get all of her natural charisma from her. You see, she ventured into the elemental planes at a point, and my father naturally was taken with her. And so I am descended from the Ifrit of the elemental planes, my friend. Though I do find the hells to be also quite cozy, contrary to some people, because it reminds me of my home so much.
Yes, the genies. Anyway. I was, anyway, so yes, different kind of genie. Same principle. Oh, same principle, we.
Oh,
damn,
I
slipped into the wrong fucking thing.
Good sir.
No offense,
Are you just descended
meant.
from any random snake? That's... Oh,
Yes.
I see. Well, I...
I am.
Anyway. Sorry, that just tickled me so much that they're both being problematic.
Like both of them is simultaneously to each other.
Yeah, they both mean well, but they also are both kind of being like stereotypical how they regard each other. So that's like But
Indeed.
So, I think as like a final little like wrap up, Draco's gonna basically try to like size up the chef. Like he's looking around at all these ingredients that are clearly taken from all over the place. Like he can't believe he found something from the elemental planes here, and so he's just gonna kind of be like, you're quite an accomplished chef to have such vast knowledge of ingredients and all of their uses. How long have you been serving under his lordship as such a culinary extraordinaire?
I'm just letting Darren know something in quiet over here that his character noticed. Yes,
Nice.
Quite a while, I would suppose. A good 7-10 years at this point. As you guys are saying this, a maid walks in. Oh, hello. Hi. How's it going? I hope I'm not interrupting.
Without missing a beat, Draco goes, "You're a servant who speak spoken to. Be silent." Anyway, good you were saying.
She snivels her, like, ruffles. She very much furrows her brow at that. I don't, Darren, are you able to... Oh god, you don't have a character sheet in here already, right? That you can like put your token for?
No, I tried, but I can't make one. You need to give me a character over with control, and then I can make one.
Okay, let me just do this real quick. I will give you a character. Here, I'll just take Magni, put this in here. That's the wrong file folder, but I don't care. I'll fix that later.
Wait, hang on. I got it. There we go. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. I was trying to do a bit, and it wouldn't let me.
Ah, how dare. Not for the bit. Alright, there we go, Griff.
Yeah. I tried to
Alright.
put down an orangutan. And
How dare. I'm gonna look up something here. So as the music is playing in the background, it kind of fades away for the stream as she walks in. Hi there, yes, you say that, and she ruffles not ruffles her feathers, God. Why did I keep going to ruffled? She furrows her brow.
Draco might have ruffled her feathers.
Exactly. She furrows her brow as the gnome, sensing attention, starts playing some light string, dun 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 bum ba, and the the maid walks up to you. Excuse me, sir. I may be a servant, but I am still, a human being. I am here to. I was gonna ask if you guys needed any assistance. As she does get pretty close. I would say. For a servant, you've never seen someone so damn ballsy.
Immediate vibe check. His soldier instincts are starting to kick in. He's in a corner. He has no immediate escape route. He's cornered by the chef and the servant, and he's kind of like, hey, this stinks real fucking bad.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Come on, baby boy. God damn it, 7.
7, huh? Okay.
Oh, he knows something's wrong. He just can't put his finger on what.
Yeah, you feel like maybe you just misspoke. Yeah, maybe that was rude of you. But you don't really care. Servants can be pissed.
Yeah. he's gonna try to backwalk it a little bit, and he's gonna be like, no, listen. I am not denying the fact that you are a sentient being, as we are all. But simply, I am reminding you of your role that as servants, you are meant to provide a service to house guests, such as. So as such, and Magni eats the entire campaign.
Just eats the entire thing. Oh my golly.
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Boop. You're good. So, as you're walking, she walks up to you. Magni, you step in the way. And Magni, you look at her eyes, and I gotta get this very right, and we'll see how well you guys know certain eyes of certain things.
Wow.
You see, her eyes are completely red. All red around where the white should be. The iris itself is a dull amber around the iris, with the very center a black slit on down the very center, almost cat-like, on both eyes.
Oh.
Oh fuck! You know?
What? Me? I'm just guessing. I'm
No,
shooting
no.
the shit.
No. Fucking Darren saying, "Oh fuck."
No,
Oh, see, I thought that was just a general reaction.
No, but
Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I have no idea.
All right, that's impressive. So she looks you in the eye,
Wait, no, is this from the fucking short bastard? Oh no.
licks her lips a
This
little
is the short
bit,
bastard I didn't see earlier.
and she moves around you a little bit. Unless you try to stop her, she moves around, and she's like, "Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm just here to help. I just wanted to offer my help. I heard you were investigating." As she kind of goes around, touches the under chin of the chef, kind of dinking his chin a little bit.
Yeah, Magni is suspicious. I want to see if I can notice anything different.
Different. So you're looking for something that's different? You go ahead and give me an investigation or perception check.
Maybe there's something that's not showing properly. Maybe there's skin that's not the same.
Yeah.
Can I try to vibe check Magni to see like he it like recognizes there's something about this person that's
I
like
would say
off-putting?
you see
Or,
that
like,
he's
dangerous?
obviously in a defensive manner. I won't have you roll insight. He's just defensive.
Okay, so then Draco's gonna draw his longsword and just kind of like non-threateningly, but like in an assertive like manner, make it so that way he's got both of his hands resting on the hilts and the sword is just like resting on the ground, like very like kind of knightly kind of thing. Just a passive show of force.
Mm-hmm. As
Like he's ready to fuck around.
you guys
Yeah,
are
meanwhile,
clearly
Magni is a fucking walking mimic.
Mimic?
a
No
walking
fucking
mimic,
way.
huh?
Wait. Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Were the eyes that obvious?
That's a great guess.
Yeah, that's what gave it away for me.
All right. So yeah,
Shit!
as you say out loud, you're a walking mimic.
Yeah, he wanted to see if he could spot something different, but once she had to touch the shift, that's what made him like, nope, it's a fucking mimic.
I was gonna say her. Yeah, damn. I was gonna say the one thing if you noticed, her finger stuck to his chin a little bit.
Ooh!
Besides
Ew!
that, you do see her right hand starts to transform into a long gray flesh with long hands. Go ahead and roll
Well-
initiative real quick, as we're going to get
Yeah, I
in.
was about to say, we've got about 30 minutes left. I can kill a fucking thing quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah, we
we'll
got
see.
this.
We'll see.
Fuck him.
As in front of you,
One?
the maid transforms into this creature in front
Dude?
of you.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude,
Oh.
double net ones.
Oof, I'm so sorry. You're definitely going last.
Hold on. Restoration.
Hmm?
I got a 14, so I might live.
Oh yeah, you have
Inspiration.
inspiration if you want to reroll. Go ahead.
Inspiration?
Yeah, go
Reroll.
ahead. Go ahead.
One roll or both? Since I
One,
do it
just
at
one.
advantage. Perfect. Just take the first one.
Yeah, 10. Okay. Alright, 10, 14. I'll roll for them here.
Unless you want to make me auto fail, Mr. DM, for that fucking pun that you won't admit was fantastic earlier.
No, you're good. You already
That
got
was just
punished
with
for
the-
that.
Ooh, pun on a pun.
There's tense path. That's like general music. It's not like combat. All right, I'm just gonna do the most generic combat music, whatever. It's the one that we all know.
Yeah, this guy's playing Nickelback.
It's Nickelback. How dare. So she transforms into that hag in front of you. And as she
Nice.
transforms into the hag, it is her
She's the
turn.
title tag.
Let me see. I gotta bring up the right hag stats. There we go. She turns into this hag. Oh, I see. It was a little too obvious. I'll fix that when I come back. But first, I'll take one of you with me. And she turns to Draco and you, Magni, and gonna cast. Ooh, okay, I'll have to look this up just to make sure I have this right. Okay, from her hands, a cone of cold erupts out directly point blank in front of you two. Go ahead and give me Constitution
Oh.
saving throws.
Okay. Question.
Oh.
How far away from me is she?
She's literally the next step in front of you.
So 5 feet.
Hmm.
So 5 feet.
Yes, within
normal,
5 feet.
normal size.
Yes.
Okay, so do I get super advantage? Because I've got advantage against spells within 5 feet and advantage against spells thanks to my mantle of spell resistance.
Out is just normal advantage.
Con check, you say. Con save.
Yes, con check.
Okay, con check. Doing it.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, no, you're probably. Yeah, I knew you were probably gonna be okay.
I mean, maybe.
17. Not too shabby.
All right, so Magni, you prepared for this, braced yourself, lifting up your weapon, essentially point blanking, just covering the entire part that would have hit you with your weapon. Your hands are cold, and you will take some damage from the cold, but overall you're fine. You're not too bad. But you, Draco, well ready. We're not like ready for magic like this. You're expecting like a swing to like draw your weapon real quick and swipe. You were not expecting this, so you took it point blank straight to the fucking chest. All this ice and cold.
Ooh.
It's gonna be 8d8 here real quick.
Oh, fuck. Luckily, I only get half for a save, and I'm resistant against cold damage.
Woo! Too bad that you're only resistant to fire damage, Draco.
Yeah, no, I literally double checked. I was like, do I have any like resistance? It's just fire damage.
Eight, and you roll 8 ones.
Manifesting. Although I'm a fighter, I can take a little tank.
You take 58 points of cold damage.
That's a lot to tank.
So I
As
take 29
half.
and then
Yes.
29. Like
Yes.
14.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to my assassin.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Draco just
That's
gets
pretty fucking
killed.
brutal.
Oh, Maggie's just like, that little wind almost made me cold.
I'd like to think that for flavor, like just as like a little like side thing, because I'm assuming that you're gonna try to like kill Draco in this, and I'm not mad about that. I just think that's like so funny. But so I think that like with him getting shot so point blank and it being so cold and he like wasn't fully ready for it, his like his hair and like a lot of like his features like physically dim, like they dullen, and like he actually is like winded for a second as he's like trying to catch his breath back.
Oh yeah, no, you're hurting. Not just are you hurting, you're like surprised. You're surprised, you're caught off guard,
Yes.
your wind is taken out of you. Every bad like thing that you could describe a beginning of a fight, it has occurred to you.
Yeah,
Draco, it
he
is
is
gonna
as
be your turn.
flat-footed, not mechanically as he could get.
Yeah, basically.
Shit. All right.
Save yourself.
Okay. Yeah. So that was an ice attack. Do I get the sense that she is like an ice mage overall? Like, can I do a roll to check that?
No, I wouldn't really say there's a roll for that, but maybe if you, I guess do me a Arcana check, and I'll tell you a little bit about the creature, maybe.
Sick. Okay, fingers crossed. Come on. Oh my, natural one. Never fucking mind. I'm just gonna swing at her. Okay. So.
You're terrified in this moment. You're just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I think he just really did get caught completely. Like you said, like so accurately. I was ready for physical shit. I got kind of colded out of nowhere, and I was like, oh fuck, you know. So I think he's just gonna make 2 attacks with his longsword and hope for the best. Okay, first one's a 21, and the second one, oh no, 14.
The first one hits.
At least it's not the
Okay.
gelatinous cube where you have to hit this negative AC to hit it.
God.
Real. I rolled a fucking 1 on the D8. That's just 8 damage.
You're swinging wildly. The staff straight parries your second attack, but your first one, you do land a solid slice upwards, doing decent damage, not a lot, but you kind of just slice up its arm, and then when you try to slice back down, it catches you with the staff, pinning your sword to the side a bit. Not fully pinning, but kind of just like pushing it to the side.
Okay, I am gonna go ahead and second wind as well, just to make sure that like I can try not to immediately fucking die. So that's okay. 7 plus 8. That's gonna be fucking math. Jesus Christ, 15, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot one of my features from my Mage Slayer thing. If a creature within 5 feet of me casts a spell, I can use my reaction to make an attack.
Go ahead. So before your turn, you can do that. I'll let that happen. No big deal.
Yeah, that's probably a miss.
It is.
But it's fine. That was just a cool attack.
Yeah, that was just a quick little bam, boom.
Sick.
And I would say the same motion that it catches Draco's sword, it just catches your sword and pushes him to the side. Enough! It is now your turn, Magnum.
Perfect. Now, enough when I say enough, bitch. Oh fuck.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Let's go. Nat 20.
For the first one.
Nice. So you bring up your hefted up, swing directly upwards. I say enough, bitch. Actually, maybe downwards. You cleave downwards, damn near chopping off an entire arm of the hag as you just. I mean, honestly, damage could have been a little bit. Is that doubled?
Yeah, I don't know why it doubled it itself. It's supposed to roll and then I manually double it. And that's without any modifier, so it should be 20 then.
Oh, from what I can tell, it's not even doubled. If I'm looking at the math.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not doubled then.
It's not, so yeah, 30. Okay, you do damn near take off the arm of the hag. And that second one does miss.
Yeah, the first one was so good. He was like, yeah, I'm taking off an arm. And he went for the arm that was supposed to be flying off, but missed.
And it just kind of moved, yeah, out of the way. Now is the chef, who's like, oh, no one comes into my kitchen with these vibes. Beware, thought, and like slams up, pulls out his giant cleaver, and goes to slice off the arm that was moved out of the way. Decent hit, an 18 to hit. He does in fact connect, and he's going to deal giant cleaver. I'm gonna say 2d6, whatever. Yeah, it's like a great cleaver. Not much damage. A good 11 odd damage down onto the witch's shoulder. You see, disconnects the right arm completely. As instead of falling limply, the right arm goes to the ground, and while flopping for a second, remolds into the dress itself.
Oh, awesome. That's disgusting. 10 out of 10.
You two would be great. I need you two. As it looks towards the chef and Magni, but let me see. Noticing the situation, it will cast a bonus action. It will do a hold person on you, Magni. Go ahead and give me a go ahead and give me a wisdom save, I believe, right?
I'm not sure. Isn't it Dex?
Let me see. Wisdom save for hold person, yes.
Perfect. Quick question.
Yes.
It's the start of a new round, so I have my reaction back. Do I attack her before the spell or during
No,
the spell?
this one is at will.
Yeah, but it's still a spell within 5 feet.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a conjuration time. It's like instant.
Fine, so if I make it, I can attack maybe.
Yeah, but don't worry, you're gonna get a second for that anyways, don't worry. You're gonna get another spell.
13.
13. So you just look over, and it's not, so how it works is that it's not like a whole thing where she casts a spell and you can, like, sense that she's about to do it and you do it real quick. She just looks at you, winks her eyes, and you can't move. She just winks one eye and you can't move. It's basically just the glare. That's why I was kind of like, at will, in the way it describes this one's at will, I'm gonna say no. You get what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but, I appreciate that. But yeah, so with that, and then, Draco, go ahead and give me a wisdom save as well, as she just literally looks over and glances at you.
Oh, come on, baby boy. You've been rolling real rough with the wisdom, but it's okay. I still love you.
I think this hag's DC is like 18.
It's pretty high, yeah. Let me double check the AC. I keep having to go back to it. It's actually, you know, and the sad part is, you know what, Darren? It's actually not that high, and the sad part is you weren't that far off. You make it, Draco.
Oh.
Seeing your,
Yes!
your resistance.
Fuck yes.
and this is all just one bonus action of it glaring kind of back at you guys. I'm not gonna have the chef get caught in it because, I mean, I would consider a full action to spin around and look at him. But just glancing at people in front of them, I'll consider that's just the bonus action. Then the actual action turns to you, Draco, seeing that you very much just didn't give a single shit about what just happened. Lifts up its hand and goes to slam on you with two big ass this left hand. It's almost like that mask that was chopped off from the right hand joins into the left hand. You see it come out of its shoulder, and the other arm wraps around this left arm as the hand interweaves its fingers with the other one, both holding the staff. As its muscles become bigger, and it slams down. Instead with two, I'll just do one attack because it only has one arm.
He gets out a quick, like, as he's trying to catch his breath, delightfully revolting, as he's trying to, like, get it ready for the slam.
21 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll do her.
Is it a spell?
This is just a slam. A normal slam.
No, I think it's just a physical attack, yeah. The magic part was, like, the limb like merging with her essence kind of thing.
Yeah, that was just a more flavor text.
Yeah. It's just wonderfully disgusting. It's very Bloodborne, honestly, in a good way.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
14 plus an extra d6 cold. Okay. Damn, I didn't mean to fuck up Draco this badly, but I really am fucking up Draco this badly. 14 bludgeoning damage as you take a slamming fist. But from it, the icy cold drips out, and you take a further 8 points of cold damage.
Oh, fuck. How am I doing? Okay. So it's a good thing that I did the second wind last round, because I would have 100% been dead. But I'm sitting at 17 hit points. I'm good.
All right. Draco, it will be your turn.
I'm not great, but I'm alive.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, he's... like even like the glow from his eyes is almost is starting to look like humanoid as like his entire body is getting cooled down. He's losing his literal fire for the fight. And like he's very clearly hurting super bad. So fuck. I think man. Let me see.
You're basically just
panicking.
You're feeling human, almost mortal, not really the immortal Genasi that he normally vibes with.
Yeah. The question is, do I want to try and do a burn hand? Because I don't want to hit the chef or anything, but I also like, I don't know.
And I can't really show it physically, but the chef is literally right here. Like, oh, I guess I can. He's right there, like swinging as well.
Real. Is there a way I can try to like get like to the side, like get around to her so that way I'm not cornered anymore, and then kind of like burning hands her into the corner? If
you want, you can, it'd be long, but you can kind of go around Magni and kind of hop on the stool.
Yeah, I like that. Like kind of like burning hands, like as like there's a final like you know the like the embers of a fire that's dying down, how there's like these almost like glowing worm effect that like ripple over the coals and the ashes. Yeah. Yes. So there's like a ripple like that surges from him into his hands as he like kind of does like a really quick like, it's about to get spicy, and like tries to do like a really quick last like little he thinks this is his last hurrah for this fight, honestly. He knows when he's starting to tank and like get taken the fuck out. So he's gonna cast it and hopefully make this count. Okay.
Yeah, Darren, don't worry. We're ending right here. I will kill him in the next 5 minutes, don't you worry.
Thanks, Jesus Christ. Okay, make a dex save.
I think I'm in the line of fire.
I'll say Magni just for pure sake. He's like staying directly like right here, barely doing it, just to keep you from.
I would have succeeded. Anti-drum dex checks.
Ah, yeah, fair. Let me see. I don't think it actually has very high dex in this form. No, only a 14.
Sick. Okay, so they're going to take the full, because it was 15. they're gonna take the full effect of the fire damage, which is 3d6. And son of a bitch, You know
Oof.
what? It's fine. It's good.
Yeah,
Oof.
you were made to
Major
die.
oof.
Today.
You made to die
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. Maybe for flavor, like for dramatic effect, because I feel like this is also in keeping with the severe damage Draco just took and kind of it. Like, maybe he like does like this burning hands, and then just for flavor and ease of combat's sake, like that was his last like surge of energy. He physically like his fire fizzles out, and he like loses consciousness as like he literally got like so rapidly dropped in his temperature, he just passes out.
Oh, you don't have to pass out yet. Oh, you can start to feel wheezy, but are you sure you want to pass out?
I mean, you said yourself that the goal is to kill me and get this wrapped up with. I feel like it gives an easy out, but I'll DM call. I just want to put that idea out there.
I want to intimidate Draco into attacking the hag again.
I'll say you definitely.
I feel like you get advantage.
If you're wanting to have him just kind of like fizzle out a bit, that's fine. Like he's like leaning against Magni, that's perfectly valid. Magni, either way, it is your turn. You intimidate him. You kind of like shove him up. Like so it's your choice, Pickle. He bitch slaps you, somewhat awake. If you'd like to try stagger awake.
Okay, yeah. So Maggie bitch slaps Draco. He bitch slaps him. Your palm like stings physically with heat as you see like a glow comes back to his cheeks. Draco audibly moans, squares his shoulder,
Jesus.
and then goes and turns back towards fucking the hag, and he's gonna, I guess, make one more attack with his longsword if that's
Sure. Go
a
ahead.
thing.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Fuck it. Roll higher than a 14.
It's fucking 15. It was
Alright, there
7
we
plus
go.
8.
I intimidate the dice to make it at 20.
I thought it was a 1 for a second. I was about to lose my shit.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Okay, 14 points of damage.
I'll say you technically have it flanked. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Roll one more time.
Ooh, okay. Come on. No, it's just a 14 still. It's actually worse than the one I had before.
All right, that's fine. I'll say for this one
yeah,
little
but
bit.
I did do 14 points of damage.
All right, I'll say it's a little flat-footed. His AC goes down by a wee bit. It's fine. You'll take this just because he's about to go down. I'll say you get a last hurrah hit. You get the boost, the DM inspiration boost.
Yeah.
All right, how much damage
The
you
good
do?
hero goes down swinging kind of thing. 14.
14. Okay, it
14
is so.
slashing.
You do notice that you slice straight through what was left of the other arm, as it's literally just standing there, cackling. The other arm is held on by the second one that was kind of like wrapped around it, as it picks up that arm and molds it back into its body. You see the whole body kind of shift and shimmer as it kind of like laughs.
I want to off its head, and then at the same time,
Yep, go ahead and give me your
continue
attacks.
swinging the sword, and then at the same time, continue swinging the sword towards Draco.
Draco! You shit!
I'm gonna keep you quiet somewhere or another.
I had a great way to end this, but actually I'm gonna work with that. You do this first, and then I will work with that, alright? That second one hits. And so your first one, it dodges slightly. It just ducks as you try to sweep over. Draco and the chef back up as you're taking really wide swings. Draco, though, emboldened, no, I must be there with him, steps forward, trying to strike at the hag as well. You strike down. The hag sees a perfect opportunity. You strike down, piercing through both Draco and the hag itself.
Ooh!
As it
I
wraps,
kind of love that.
yeah,
That's
it wraps
kinda metal
around
as hell.
itself, almost like rubber, around Draco, and as it does, stabs through it, killing this form. As
Ooh,
it
shit.
turns into a gray and almost acidic muck that kind of wraps around Draco's body as you stab through it. Draco, what is your reaction as you essentially get eaten alive by this mimic as its form changes around you?
I think he's literally going to, with his like kind of like final like breaths, he's just gonna look Magni dead in the eyes, and you see that like familiar glint from the carriage, like that soldier's like sharpness and duty. He's gonna kind of gasp out and be like, "Don't take your eyes off it, no matter what. Don't lose this. This is important." And he's just gonna kind of like feel himself like buckling out as he's like starting to get extinguished.
I like that. That's a very good way to be like, don't lose this fight right now. Don't make this not worth it. As it.
Yeah. Well, also he's like, this is a fucking shape changer. Keep your eyes on this thing. Don't let it change and get out of your sight.
Oh yeah, that too. That as well.
I know that I'm ending it there, so out of character, what I would have liked to do if we were doing it proper, if we had started everything right and we ended it here, he would turn around and go to the hag and be like, well, let's go kill the Lord. All the time.
God, why do you always have to derail a fucking campaign?
But that's not what he's going to do.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. So yes, you stand there, and what I'll have happen is I'll have to think about it, and I might reword it next time. But for now, what I'll say is that it consumes Draco's form. As you see, it takes on the form of Draco for a second. As it forms, it flashes between the hag, Draco, and the maid. And as it starts seeping through the floorboards, it leaves with just a sickening squelch as it goes through the floorboards. Laughing, you still hear it alive, okay, not dead, just disappearing away from you.
Griff takes a tomato off the table and just eats it raw.
Alright, Magna, you take a bite of a big red tomato. The chef, Sacre bleu! Your friend is fucking dead! Oh my god!
Didn't know him that long. Didn't know him that long. Never wanted to shut up. First time I've had quiet.
Oh.
Thanks, Griff. My fucking son. You know, my character died last time too. Okay.
This is very unfortunate, and you're very cold-hearted, my god.
Magni just looks at the chef and goes, don't fire not leave using an ember from the element plane. Like, you can use it.
I mean, yes, he'll be
Are you
fine.
talking about something?
I'm like, yes, he'll be fine. He'll be brought back up as a flame, but still, I mean, damn. He was your friend. I thought, well, I guess maybe he can come back later. Who knows? But hey, the chef shrugs. No skin off my back. Thank you for keeping me alive.
Magni just gives a little laugh. Don't worry, my sister's a necromancer. She keeps bringing him back.
Oh. And we'll leave it there. It's just a what? As on stream, I put Bardic Logs back up. Alright, and there we will leave it with that curse. We all got to get going. Griff has got to go for
Awesome.
his sleeping job. I gotta get going because I have stuff I gotta do today. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. It was I, Wolfer, Griff, and Pickle. And we'll see you guys next time.
And to point out, he still has 122 hit points while Draco is dead.
Outright, yes.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
It's
I did a
okay.
noble
It was
thing. I did a
targeting.
noble sacrifice. Listen, I love a good character death. All right, sue me. Anyway.
Alright. Bye-bye, everybody. Cheers.
Bye, y'all.